number 2 in the state, 15-0 on the season, averaging 66 points a game, and that is for like 6th best in the state in average points. So very talented ball team. The Bulldogs took their bumps and bruises as underclassmen, but now here they are a couple years later and having a fantastic year. James Buchanan comes in at 9-11 for the North Green Huskies. And anytime that you can come to North Green and get a win, it is huge. And the James Buchanan team is going to be well coached and run some really good offensive sets and very quality ball team. And this crowd really juices them up too. So big crowd on hand. Like I said, it's probably the biggest crowd I've seen this year so far. I'm going to say Hampton's side, probably about 65, maybe 75%. And the Huskies side about the same. So big crowd on hand. And looks like we got about 11 minutes and 43 seconds. In the nightcap, we'll have the North Green boys and the Hampton boys doing battle. The Hampton boys come in ranked 4th in the state, averaging 73 points a game. And that is for 7th best in the state. North Green comes in at 13-6, and I talked to Coach Sam Tarleton there out in the hallway there a little while ago, and he said his team's coming along real nicely. He's got 3 or 4 kids that's averaging 8 and 9 points a game, but their go-to guy, of course, is Jason Britton, coming in averaging right at 29 points a game, scored a little over 1,400 points in his high school career so far, and he's just a junior. So the 2,000-point plateau, bar any injuries, hitting out the question for him, which he may get there this year, averaging 29 points a game. And for the Bulldogs, we come in with 2-0, 12-5, ranked 4th in the state, and Coach Smith starting to get a little bit more outside play from some of the other kids on the teams. And Michael Hanspile here as late has hit several big threes, really starting to open it up on the inside for the big guy, Hayden Campbell. Last game I did, Buckles, Caden, averaging 28 a game, and he is on the verge of breaking the 1,000-point plateau. I think he's about 45 shy. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if he didn't get 45 tonight, because any night he could really bust it wide open. And Hayden Campbell, the last game I did, he had 25, and that was against University High the other night. So between those two kids, 57 points just in those two. So the Bulldogs come down here to try to remain first place in the conference, boys and girls, and it's been a while since we could say that. So we got about 9.5 minutes till we tip it off, so we're going to send it back to the station, pay a few bills, and we'll be back right after we take this 2-minute break.
$2 off the 6-pack at a pound at Taco John's Elizabethton. Taco John's is also continuing the $19 price on the new family pack at a pound, featuring 2 meat and potato burritos, 4 soft shell tacos, and a whole pound of potato oles right on into the new year. And remember, it comes in an easy-to-carry box. Also get a meat and potato breakfast burrito for $2.99 for a limited time, starting at 7 a.m. weekdays and Saturdays, or on Sundays starting at 8 a.m. at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore, Elizabethton. If you're dependent on medical supplies or help with mobility to get you through each day, then you need to come to Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment understands your daily trials and tribulations better than anyone, and they're here to help and serve each of their customers as they have over 30 years. At Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, you're not just a number, you're part of our family. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, a name you can trust, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 547-0060. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, think Rainbow Realty and Auction. Rainbow Realty and Auction will keep you informed on the status of your property on the market, and you'll benefit from the personalized attention provided by the brother-sister team of Dale Williams and Judy Veneman. Rainbow Realty specializes in residential, acreage, and commercial property, and also provides auction service. Visit the Rainbow Realty and Auction website at rainbowrealtytn.com or call 547-2800. Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Carter County School Board members: Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter. Support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
Custom Muffler and Brake is your full-service auto repair shop, providing any mechanical work your vehicle needs, whether it's major or minor. Bring your vehicle into Custom Muffler and Brake and have your charging system checked to prevent being stuck out in the cold. Also get your vehicle's fluids checked for winter weather. If you need an engine or transmission, Custom Muffler and Brake is your authorized Jasper engine and transmission installer. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. Custom Muffler and Brake.
Back here at the Husky Den in North Green, down off the Bailington exit, as the Bulldogs and the Huskies get ready to do battle. And Coach White is sitting here behind me, and I was talking to him before I went on the air here, and I'm just going to run down some of the stuff that we researched and pulled up on Coach White. He coached for 37 years, had 734 wins, 16 district titles, 9 regional titles, 16 sub-state and sectionals, state runner-up 2 times, and won the conference 17 times. What a career for Coach White. And he's sitting here behind me, and I might even try to squeeze him on the air, but I don't know if he'll do that or not. But the man knows the game, and he's always at the Bulldogs games, supporting whoever is the coach at the time. But the 1,000-point club that I keep up throughout the area here is on the boys' side. Let's go with Lucas Slagle from Unicoi, 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds. Wade Witcher at Tennessee High. You go along with Brady Stump at Dobbins Bennett, and Jaden Livingston over 2,000 points at Daniel Boone. And then Jason Britton, of course, here at North Green is at 1,400 points, averaging right at 29 a game. And on the girls' side, you got Lindy Ramsey at Yaneka. She's upwards of 2,400 points now in her high school career. Lena Line at Elizabethton over 1,000. Gina Hare at East over 2,000. And then this past week or so, Maddie McLean and Lindsey Jenkins, both from Hampton, went over the 1,000-point plateau. So my list is starting to add up as the season goes out, and I like to keep up with that. The conference right now looks like this. In the Watauga Valley Conference, you got Hampton at the top of the heap at 2-0, 15-0, ranked number 2 in the state. And you got Matt Birchfield. You never count Matt out. Has a solid team back from last year, pretty much the entire starting 5 that went to the state tournament. They are at 2-0, 10-5 on the season. And don't let those 5 losses fool you. He's played an extremely tough schedule. North Green comes in at 1-1, 8-11 overall on the girls' side. Yaneka 1-1, 5-12, and University High brings up the bottom. On the boys' side, you've got in the Watauga Valley Conference, you got Hampton at 2-0, North Green at 2-0. Hampton comes in ranked number 4 in the state at 11-5, 12-6 for the Huskies. University High at 10-4, 1-1 in the conference. And then Clallan 0-1, 1-10 overall, and Yaneka 3-14 on the mid part of the season here. So a lot of action tonight throughout the area. You've got Unicoi County and Elizabethton doing battle. Also, you have, well, I had my sheet here. Let me find it real quick. You also got Johnson County and South Green doing battle tonight. Dobbins Bennett, Daniel Boone. You also have Sullivan East and Tennessee High. You go along with Cloudland and University High. I have a feeling tonight Cloudland might beat University High in boys action tonight. Happy Valley and West Green, Davy Crockett and Westridge. Some of the games throughout the area tonight, we'll be trying to update them and keep you scores throughout the night from different ball games. But here in the first game of the night, it's going to be the Lady Huskies, coached by James Buchanan, going up against Brandon Carpenter in the Lady Bulldogs. And big game, Bulldogs have not won on this floor in about 5 years is what I've been told. So it is a very tough place to come and play. It's old school gym, very small gym, and the left-hand side of the floor, which is Hampton's side, which some of the North Green fans sit on that side too, is pretty much completely full. The right side, about 3/4 now, and so it's going to get loud in here tonight. And both teams out here still warming up. And what we're going to do is send it back to the station for our last break. And when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups right after this 2-minute break.
It's a proven fact that a college degree improves your job prospects and earnings potential. At Northeast State Community College, they offer a selection of 135 career-boosting programs and many sources of financial aid. There's also flexible scheduling in nearby locations. You have goals. Northeast State has options. Apply today, and let's work to jumpstart your potential. For details, call 323-3191 or visit northeaststate.edu/admissions. Northeast State, we're here to get you there. Get deep discounts on a huge selection of homes in stock right now during the Stir It Up sale at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass. Yes, indeed, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is stirring it up to start the new year with this big sale featuring huge discounts on homes in stock. Stop in just as soon as you can and see Team 811 for home features and prices, and also ask about financing available with approved credit. It's a sale you don't want to miss. The Stir It Up sale going on for a limited time at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
To phone in your next order to the Ridgewood, be sure you dial 538-7543. 538-7543 is the correct phone number to enable you to order the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities. Try the Ridgewood's barbecue platter featuring Ridgewood's exclusive barbecue sauce with fries, coleslaw, and rolls. It's enough to feed 2 people for one low price. The Ridgewood is open every day except Sundays and major holidays on Old Highway 19E at Bluff City. The Ridgewood barbecue, still worth bypassing all the others for.
Okay, back here at North Green, National Anthem just finishing up. Now the starting lineups. First for the visiting Bulldogs is going to be number 2 sophomore Piper Helly, and also number 3 senior Maddie McLean to go along with junior Macy Henry and senior Lindsey Jenkins, number 24, and to go along with Taylor Berry, a junior for the Bulldogs. That's the final, right? Tell him yes. And back here at North Green, the starting lineups now for the home team We are going to go with number 2, Zoe Sanders, terrific guard for James Buchanan and the Huskies. Number 11, Gabby Campbell, to go along with Gracie Buchanan. Sonia Wagner, the other good guard for Coach Buchanan, and Haley Bailey will be the starting 5. The Bulldogs in their Carolina blue with dark blue numbers trimmed in white. Huskies white with green stripes, and it's going to be Bailey jumping against Jenkins. And I'm sitting on the stage, so the Bulldogs will be going away from me in the first half, and the Huskies coming right at me. Ball's tipped back court, goes to Piper. McLean baseline. McLean shot up, no good. Rebound, Wagner. Or Sanders. Sanders with the ball. Gets it up court to Wagner. Wagner to the hole. Little runner in the lane. Shot no good. Wagner gets a rebound. Back up with it. No good. Barry with the rebound. And back the other way, McLean with the basketball. Across the timeline. Picked up by Wagner. Looks like the Huskies going to go straight up man. And McLean hands it off to Piper. Piper off of the screen to the hole. Piper loses control. Out of bounds. And it's going to stay Bulldogs basketball. Piper to trigger the ball inbounds, comes in to McLean. Back up top, Henry. Henry off of the dribble, pulls up, kicks it to McLean. Ball tipped, almost stolen. McLean off of the screen. A 3 from the left wing, no good. Rebound, ripped down by Buchanan. Up ahead, and it is Bailey up off the glass. Good by Bailey. And back the other way we go. McLean with the basketball. 6:54 to go, first period. McLean hands it off to Jenkins. Jenkins around the top. No screen there. Jenkins trying to work off a screen, but dribbled way too high. Piper around the top. Little 3-man weave. Piper goes baseline. Cut off. Gets it to Barry. Barry, little turnaround in the lane. No good. Rebound is going to be Sanders. Sanders, ball stolen by Jenkins. Fouled by Sanders. Jenkins with the quick hands coming up with the steal. So it's going to be Henry, side mid-court, throws it into McLean, back court, across the timeline. McLean with the basketball. Going to be picked up by Wagner. Wagner. Jenkins breaks back door, nothing there. McLean goes, 15-footer, bottom. Off of the screen set by Henry. We're all tied up 2-2. Bulldogs pressing full court. Up ahead it goes Bailey. Bailey going to be trapped. Has to get rid of it. Gets it back up top to Sanders. Zoe, senior for Coach Buchanan. Buchanan calling the play. I can read his fingers. He said 1-4, so let's see what happens here. Buchanan, left wing, back up top. It goes to Campbell. Campbell, pressured up top, hands it off to, I could have went either way, handed off to Wagner. Could have been an offense or a defensive foul. It was, of course, called defense. Foul's going to be on Piper. So Buchanan throws the ball back court to Sanders. Goes left wing, Buchanan. Buchanan, back up top, Sanders. Cross court to Wagner. Wagner, back to Sanders. Ball tipped, stolen. Jenkins had McLean out in front, didn't see her. So Jenkins into the front court. Jenkins hands it off to McLean. 2-2 your score. 5:15 to go, first period. McLean behind the back dribble to the hole. Kicks it right wing. Jenkins 4-3. Shot a little short and rebound. Bailey. Huskies cleaning the boards off. Bailey pressured back court. Gets it up ahead to Wagner. Wagner over to Buchanan.
You'll be covered for the mowing season this year if you take advantage of 0% financing with approved credit on Gravely and Spartan zero-turn mowers at Doe River Auto Sales, 980 Bypass, Elizabethton. And now's the best time of year to get your mowing chores covered with a Gravely or Spartan mower, which can also cover your boats and campers with metal carports, garages, boat covers, and camper covers. When it comes to sheds, if you can dream it, Doe River Auto can build it. Doe River Auto Sales, 980 Bypass, Elizabethton, across from Arby's.
Back here at North Green, and Coach Buchanan taking a quick timeout as Jenkins went to the hole, was fouled by Buchanan. That's Gracie Buchanan. And I ain't for sure if they called it on the floor or in the act of shooting. Let's see here. It was called on the floor, so it's going to be Piper Helly to throw the ball inbounds. Piper, ball in hand, counts on. Piper inbounds McLean. McLean off of the screen up top, goes left wing to Barry. Barry back up top, Jenkins with the basketball. Looking inside, screened by Henry. Oh, she had Henry inside. She should have got it to her. It's going to be McLean up top, picked up by Wagner. Need to take it to Sanders. Sanders already got one foul on her. Barry up top, Henry. Henry with the basketball off of the screen, kicks it to Jenkins. They're falling into North Green's hands here. Buchanan wants that score to stay in the low 40s. Jenkins to the hole. Shot up, no good. Rebound, tip from behind, stolen. Henry shot up, no good. Foul. And Henry will go to the line to shoot a couple. And they got Wagner with the foul. Buchanan wants to play that slow-paced game and keep it in the low 40s. He's talking to the ref here, trying to get the next call. Henry shot, no good. Bulldogs not going to be able to miss their foul shots and come out here with a win. You got to do the little things. So it's going to be Henry back at the line, usually a pretty solid shooter, knocks it down. Henry came into the game averaging right at 14 points a game. Ball stolen by Piper. Gets it to Jenkins in the corner. Third steal by the Bulldogs here early. Tries to get it inside to Henry. Stolen by Bailey. Into the front court is Wagner. Kicks it right wing to Campbell. Baseline. Back outside Wagner. Wagner going to be double teamed. Wagner to the hole. Little runner. Shot. No good. Rebound. Henry. Henry puts it on the floor. Gets it over to McLean. McLean across the timeline. Jenkins left side. Back up top, McLean with the basketball. 3-2, Bulldogs in front, 3:32 to go, first period. McLean, deep three, top of the circle, off the glass, good by McLean. 6-2 your score. Ball comes in, Buchanan. Back to Wagner, up ahead to Sanders. Sanders across the timeline. Sanders penetrates. Ball's tipped, knocked loose. McLean comes away with it. Push it. McLean across the timeline. All the way down, kicks it Barry, back up top, Henry for three. Henry bangs a three from the top of the circle, score 9-2 Bulldogs. Ball comes inbounds to Buchanan, cross court, Wagner. Wagner, she's not going to stop. Little runner in the lane, Wagner no good, rebound Barry, gets it out to McLean. Up ahead, Jenkins. Jenkins puts it on the floor. Jenkins dribbles down, spin dribble up off the glass. Good. Lindsey Jenkins and Coach Buchanan says, give me a timeout with the score 11-2. Bulldogs in front, back right after this 30-second break.
Elizabethan Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay available, it's easy to pay with just a few clicks of the mouse. Go to the City of Elizabethan webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay online or paperless bill online pay. You can still mail in your payment or stop by one of the traditional locations to pay in person. For automated pay by phone, call 1-877-336-8403.
Back here at the Husky Den as the Bulldogs came out in this first quarter shooting the ball well, 11-2 over the Huskies, pressing full court. And for the Bulldogs, McLean with 5, Henry with 4, Jenkins with 2 already. And it's Sanders inbounds to Wagner, right back to Sanders. Up ahead it goes Buchanan, turnover. That's the 5th turnover here in the first quarter on the Huskies. Ball inbounds to McLean. McLean going to be picked up by Wagner across the timeline. Wagner. McLean penetrates, kicks it to Barry, left wing. Barry for three. Barry knocks down a three from the left wing. 14-2 your score. Wagner, back court to Sanders. Back to Wagner. got to get it across the timeline. Comes to Buchanan. Buchanan back to Sanders. Sanders picked up by Jenkins. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 14-2. And Sanders penetrates, fouled. So it's going to be Zoe Sanders going to the line. With a chance to put the Huskies some points on the board. And it's Sanders, shot, good. I could tell when it left her hand. She's a solid ball player. Sanders back at the line. Shot good by Sanders. Ball comes inbounds, McLean. McLean crossed the timeline. Picked up by Wagner. Goes left wing, Henry. Head fake, Henry to the hole. Foul, no call. And Bailey with the rebound. Sanders across the timeline. Sanders picked up by Jenkins. Sanders backs it out, gets it over to Campbell. Gabby trying to penetrate, loses her footing, turnover, gets it out in front to Piper. And shot up, blocking foul. And it's going to put Piper at the line to shoot a couple for the Bulldogs. So Piper at the line. They called that on the floor? Wow. So I thought she's in the act of shooting, but Piper to trigger the ball inbounds. Nichols checking in for McLean. Getting a breather. Ball comes in up top, Jenkins. Jenkins picked up by Wagner. Screen by Henry. Jenkins goes baseline. Jenkins all the way through. And foul going to be called on Wagner. Is that her second? I believe so. Or what? Second. I was listening to the announcer. So it's going to be Nichols to trigger the ball inbounds. Just checking in for McLean. Comes inbounds to... No, that was Piper throwing it in. Nichols with the bucket. Or at the far end of the court, it's hard for me to see all the way down there. Wagner in a hurry. Kicks it left wing to the hole. Kicks it outside. Campbell. Campbell got her position up with the shot. Foul going to be called on Barry. Barry's hand straight up. But there was some body contact. Score 16-4. Bulldogs in front. Shot up. No good by Bailey. McLean checking back in. Jenkins out for a breather. Shot up. Good by Bailey. She's got 3 points in the game. 16-5. Bulldogs in front. 46 seconds to go in the first period. Piper off of the screen by Henry. Hands it off. McLean. Turnover. McLean was going to cut back door. Piper thought she was going to come around the top. Out of bounds. It's going to be Huskies basketball. Comes in Campbell. Up ahead Bailey. Bailey to the hole. Shot up off the glass. No good. Rebound Piper. Piper across the timeline. Piper with the basketball. Hands it off McLean. 24 seconds. Wagner picks up McLean. McLean puts it on the floor. 17. McLean penetrates. Backs it out. 14. Need to get it all the way down to about 6, then go. And it's going to be McLean, 6. McLean penetrates, kicks it outside Piper. Piper's shot up off the glass, no good. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. The Bulldogs on top, 16-5 over the Huskies. Back right after this 60-second break.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Hampton Pharmacy is still the small community drugstore people still love to shop, located on Highway 321 in Hampton. Lanny Peters is Hampton Pharmacy's owner and registered pharmacist who invites you to bring in your prescription for quality medicine with fast service. Hampton Pharmacy accepts all major credit cards and Medicare Part D and is always available for consultation and counseling. Plus provides computer printouts for tax filing. Shop the excellent selection of case knives at Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321 Hampton, an authorized case knife dealer.
Back here at the Husky Den, score 16-5 Bulldogs at the end of the first quarter of play. The Highlanders came down here and played the Huskies a few weeks ago, and it was 36-32. And North Green was 6 turnovers here in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs with 9 points off of those turnovers. Buchanan, cross court, Wagner, 20-footer, no good. Rebound battle for Henry, coming away with it. Stolen by Wagner. Wagner kicks it back up top for 3. Ball tipped. McLean coming away with it. McLean in a hurry. McLean all the way down, fouled. And Buchanan with the foul. McLean to the line, unless they called it on the floor again. Let's see. Nope, she's shooting 2. McLean will go to the line to shoot a couple. McLean with 5 first quarter points, misses the first one. .7:38 to go, second period. McLean misses the second one. You cannot miss these foul shots on the road. McLean shooting a clip of around 80% from the foul line. And it's Wagner, a little runner. Good by Wagner. 16-7. McLean up top. McLean off of the screen. McLean all the way down. Shot up off the glass. Good. Maddie McLean. Wagner triggered the ball inbound. Wagner picked up by Jenkins. Sanders up top. Sanders going to take a 3, top of the circle. Shot no good. Rebound, Barry gets it up ahead to Nichols. Nichols across the timeline. Nichols all the way down. Hits Henry, and Henry loses the ball out of bounds. Great pass. Henry had a wide open layup. Just could not handle the pass. Piper checking back in for Nichols. 18-7 your score. It's going to be Sanders to trigger the ball inbound. Comes into Campbell. Across the timeline. Campbell. Traps coming. Gives it off to Sanders. Sanders goes deep corner. Bailey back up top. Wagner. Another little runner in the lane by Wagner. 4 straight points for Wagner. 18-9. Bulldogs in front. 6:28 to go here in the second period. Henry for 3. Top of the circle. Shot in and out. And it's going to be Wagner with the rebound. Wagner gives it up to Sanders. Sanders in a hurry. Cross court to Campbell. Campbell dribbles down, pops it out to Wagner. Wagner with the runner up off the glass, no good. And it's going to put Wagner at the line to shoot a couple. First foul on Madison McLean. And it's Wagner's first shot. Good. James Buchanan is going to, if they're going to get in this game and pull it out, it's going to be from the foul line and keeping the score in the low 40s. Wagner knocks down the next one. They are 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. The Bulldogs are 1 of 4. McLean across the top line, 18-11. Bulldogs still in front. 5:57 to go, second period. McLean looks inside to Jenkins. Nothing there. McLean around the top. McLean picked up by Wagner. Pops it up top. Henry Henry for three. Shot no good. Rebound, Henry. Henry gets her own rebound. Dribbles around, goes up with it. It's going to be a jump basketball, and it is going to be Bulldogs basketball. Piper to trigger the ball inbounds. Looking. Got to get it in. Comes inbounds McLean. McLean off of the screen by Jenkins. Behind the back dribble. Loses control for just a second. Regains to Jenkins. Jenkins to Henry at the foul line. Henry dribbles down inside. Shot up off the glass. No good. Rebound. Well, the Huskies come away with it, and Piper somehow come away with the ball. Knocks down a three from the top of the lane. And Bulldogs up 21-11. Long pass up ahead to Buchanan. Buchanan across the timeline. Buchanan to Campbell. Back up top, Sanders. Sanders gets a score. Sanders picked up by Jenkins. 4:50 to go, second period. And the Bulldogs up 21-11. Buchanan breaking through to the corner. Buchanan looking. Up top it goes Campbell. Inside it goes Sanders. Sanders shot, no good. And it's going to be Henry with the rebound. Henry up ahead to Jenkins. Jenkins back to McLean. McLean picked up by Wagner. Top of the circle. Wagner. Inside goes Henry. Ball stolen by Sanders. All the way down. Ball tipped, stolen. Bailey up and in for the Huskies. Barry to Henry across the timeline. Jenkins with the basketball. 21-13, Bulldogs in front. Jenkins off of the screen, hands it to Piper. Piper backs it out. Offensive foul on Barry. That'll be two on Barry. First sub for the Huskies coming in, number 1, Mercy Buchanan. Must be James's other daughter. Nichols checking in for Barry. 21-13 your score. Bulldogs in front. Ball comes in. It's going to be Wagner in a hurry. Wagner's going to shoot it. Kicks it left wing, stolen by Piper. Nichols back the other way. Nichols all the way down. Shot up off the glass. No good. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to remain Bulldogs basketball. So it's going to be Piper to trigger the ball inbounds. Piper looking, comes in, corner Jenkins. Jenkins to the hole. 15-footer baseline, Henry, no good. Ball tipped, Jenkins comes down with it. Jenkins with the shot, no good. Rebound, Bailey. Bailey gets it out to Wagner. Bulldogs missed a couple good opportunities right there. Sanders pressured back court, and it's going to be Campbell. Offensive foul on Bailey. Henry taking the punishment for the Bulldogs. So it's going to be Henry to trigger the ball inbounds. Referee giving the coach a stare down. Buchanan on the verge of getting one. So it's going to be McLean across the timeline. Right wing, Piper. Right corner to Jenkins. Jenkins around the top. Back to Henry. Henry for three. Shot no good. Rebound, Wagner. Going to be Wagner into the front court. Wagner all the way down, picked up by Piper. Goes to Sanders. Sanders backs it out. Bulldogs has went cold here as of late. Last 3 minutes, not put a point on the board. And it's Sanders to the hole. Sanders shot blocked by Jenkins. Blocked again by Jenkins when Campbell got the rebound. Jenkins with her long arms. Two big blocks. McLean to Jenkins. To Henry, right wing. Henry back up top, Jenkins. Jenkins looking, 2 minutes. Back top circle to McLean. McLean with the screen by Henry. Tries to kick it back to Henry. Almost stolen. Henry to Nichols. Left side picked up by Campbell. Nichols, ball's loose on the floor, and it's going to be Nichols coming away with it. Gets it to Jenkins, fouled by Sanders. That'll be number 2 on Sanders. Jenkins at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Shot up. Good by Jenkins. Give her 3 points here in the first half. Jenkins back at the line. Shot no good. Bulldogs 2 of 6 from the line now. It's going to be Bailey pressured up top. Bailey trying to get rid of it. Ball's tipped, stolen by McLean. Gives it up to Jenkins. Jenkins crossover. Jenkins to the hole. Jenkins with the bucket. It could have been a foul called on Bailey. She clobbered Piper from behind. 24-13. Checking back in. Let's see what number this is. Number 20 for the Huskies checking in. Ella Head. Out is, I believe it was, might have been Sanders. Yes, no. Sanders to Campbell. Over to blocking foul. Bucket shot knocked down by Mercy Buchanan. She'll go to the line to shoot 1. Foul. Foul on Nichols. Riley. So Mercy Buchanan at the line. Shot good. 24-16. McLean across the timeline. Double screen. Henry on one side, Jenkins on the other. McLean to Nichols. Nichols needs to go right back to McLean in the corner. Too much on it. Turnover. Trying to get it inside to Jenkins. 49 seconds to go on the clock. Sanders inbound Campbell. Campbell gives it up Wagner. Wagner ahead of steam. Wagner pull up 15-footer, no good. Rebound Campbell. Out to Sanders. Sanders with the basketball. Back to Campbell. Fakes the 3, puts it on the floor. Gets it back to Sanders for 3. And Sanders knocks down the 3. Cuts the lead to 5. 24-19. McLean 14, 13, McLean 10. McLean trying to get by Wagner, goes across to Jenkins. Jenkins looks inside at Henry, and what have we got? Offensive foul on Henry, her third. 3 seconds. Long pass up ahead to Campbell, goes out of bounds. Smart play by Henry. So it's going to be Bulldogs basketball on the other end with 2.1 on the clock. But I think the clock, I thought there was 3 seconds up there. Getting Sanders out of the game, coming in, number 3, Harmon. Comes in, McLean, shot from the corner, no good. And your score here at the half is the Bulldogs 24, North Green 19. Back right after we take this 2-minute break.
Keith Bowers Auto Sales, General Sessions Judge Keith Bowers Jr. and Attorney at Law Josh Harden are proud to help sponsor high school athletics. These sponsors realize that sports of all kinds are a big part of school and community. Take every opportunity to attend a game and enjoy sports with your family and friends. Keith Bowers Auto Sales, General Sessions Judge Keith Bowers Jr. and Attorney at Law Josh Harden support our local sports teams.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Get $2 off the 6-pack and a pound at Taco John's Elizabethton. Taco John's is also continuing the $19 price on the new family pack and a pound, featuring 2 meat and potato burritos, 4 soft shell tacos, and a whole pound of potato oles right on into the new year. And remember, it comes in an easy-to-carry box. Also get a meat and potato breakfast burrito for $2.99 for a limited time, starting at 7 a.m. weekdays and Saturdays, or on Sundays starting at 8 a.m. at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore, Elizabethton. If you're dependent on medical supplies or help with mobility to get you through each day, then you need to come to Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment understands your daily trials and tribulations better than anyone, and they're here to help and serve each of their customers as they have over 30 years. At Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, you're not just a number, you're part of our family. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, a name you can trust, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 547-0060. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, think Rainbow Realty and Auction. Rainbow Realty and Auction will keep you informed on the status of your property on the market, and you'll benefit from the personalized attention provided by the brother-sister team of Dale Williams and Judy Veneman. Rainbow Realty specializes in residential, acreage, and commercial property, and also provides auction service. Visit the Rainbow Realty and Auction website at rainbowrealtytn.com or call 547-2800. Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. You'll be covered for the mowing season this year if you take advantage of 0% financing with approved credit on Gravely and Spartan zero-turn mowers at Doe River Auto Sales, 980 Bypass, Elizabethton. And now's the best time of year to get your mowing chores covered with a Gravely or Spartan mower, which can also cover your boats and campers with metal carports, garages, boat covers, and camper covers. When it comes to sheds, if you can dream it, Doe River Auto can build it. Doe River Auto Sales, 980 Bypass, Elizabethton, across from Arby's.
Back here at North Green High School at the Husky Den. And here at the half, it's the Bulldogs up 24-19. Bulldogs were up 16-5 at the end of one. Had a 11-point lead, the biggest lead of the game in the second quarter, but the Huskies battled back to cut it to 24-19. And rebounding went like this. The Huskies with a total of 12 in the first half, Bulldogs 13. Huskies had 6 turnovers in the first quarter and 5 in the second for a total of 11. The Bulldogs turned the ball over 1 time in the first quarter, 6 times in the second quarter for a total of 7. Points off turnovers, Huskies with 5, Bulldogs with 14. And the Huskies 6 of 18 inside the three-point line, 33%. The Bulldogs 4 of 17 for 23%. And from the charity stripe, 6 of 8, 75% is the Huskies. Bulldogs 2 of 6, 33%. Behind the three-point line, the Huskies 1 of 4. Bulldogs 4 of 9 for 44%. Individual scoring looks like this. First for the home team, the Huskies, Zoe Sanders with 5, Sonia Wagner with 6, Haley Bailey with 5, and Mercy Buchanan off of the bench with 3. For the Bulldogs, Piper Helly with 3, Madison McLean with 7, Macy Henry with 4, Lindsey Jenkins with 5, Keller Berry with 3, and Riley Nichols off of the bench with 2. And the Huskies the score that we're playing at right now is falling into the Huskies' favor. The Bulldogs came into the game averaging right at 66 points a game, so they're a little bit off of their pace and playing into the hands of the Huskies. But the Bulldogs are going to have to do the simple things: take care of the basketball, make their free throws, and they'll come out of here with a win. We got about 4:56 till we get ready to tip it back off. And like I touched on earlier, we got a lot of good games throughout the area. The Irwin and Elizabethan game will be a good one. And I'll be trying to get you scores and updates throughout the night of some of the games throughout the area. And the Bulldogs already back out of the locker room warming up. The Huskies still in the locker room. Both teams only played 6 players. No, the Huskies played 7. So not using the bench a whole lot here in the first half tonight. But the Bulldogs are going to have to knock down some shots and take care of the basketball. Nobody really in foul trouble. Barry with 2 for the Bulldogs. For the Huskies, you got Sanders with 2 and Wagner with 2 and Buchanan with 2. So we got about 3 minutes and 50 seconds till we start the second half, so we're going to send it back to the station, pay a few bills, and we'll be back right after we take this 3-minute break.
Carter County School Board members: Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter, support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
Custom Muffler and Brake is your full-service auto repair shop, providing any mechanical work your vehicle needs, whether it's major or minor. Bring your vehicle into Custom Muffler and Brake and have your charging system checked to prevent being stuck out in the cold. Also get your vehicle's fluids checked for winter weather. If you need an engine or transmission, Custom Muffler and Brake is your authorized Jasper engine and transmission installer. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. Custom Muffler and Brake. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
It's a proven fact that a college degree improves your job prospects and earnings potential. At Northeast State Community College, they offer a selection of 135 career-boosting programs and many sources of financial aid. There's also flexible scheduling in nearby locations. You have goals. Northeast State has options. Apply today and let's work to jumpstart your potential. For details, call 323-3191 or visit northeaststate.edu/admissions. Northeast State, we're here to get you there. Get deep discounts on a huge selection of homes in stock right now during the Stir It Up sale at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass. Yes, indeed, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is stirring it up to start the new year with this big sale featuring huge discounts on homes in stock. Stop in just as soon as you can and see Team 811 for home features and prices, and also ask about financing available with approved credit. It's a sale you don't want to miss. The Stir It Up sale going on for a limited time at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass. Get $2 off the 6-pack and a pound at Taco John's Elizabethton. Taco John's is also continuing the $19 price on the new family pack and a pound, featuring 2 meat and potato burritos, 4 soft shell tacos, and a whole pound of potato oles right on into the new year. And remember, it comes in an easy-to-carry box. Also get a meat and potato breakfast burrito for $2.99 for a limited time, starting at 7 a.m. weekdays and Saturdays, or on Sundays starting at 8 a.m. at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore, Elizabethton.
Back here at North Green High School in the Huskies, out of the locker room, we're ready to go. It's going to be Huskies basketball to start the second half. They didn't come out and warm up. They just walked straight out to the circle, ready to go. And it's going to be Jenkins, Henry, Piper, McLean, and Barry for the Bulldogs. It's going to be Sanders, Wagner, Bailey, Campbell, and Buchanan for the Huskies. Sanders up top, screened by Bailey. Left wing, it goes Wagner. Wagner trying to penetrate, kicks it up top. Campbell, good pass inside. Bailey shot up off the glass, no good. Bailey shot again, no good. Wagner rebound, up and in is Wagner. 24-21, three-point game. The Huskies has fought their way back into this thing. McLean off the double screen up top, hands it off Piper. Back to Henry for three. Henry knocks a three down from the top of the circle. Big bucket for the Bulldogs, 27-21. Sanders inbounds Wagner. Ball tipped, stolen by Jenkins. And it is going to be Bulldogs basketball. First he pointed the other way, and he overturned it. So it's going to be Piper to trigger the ball inbounds. Piper fighting through is McLean. Comes in up top. Henry fakes the three, puts it on the floor, gets it to McLean. McLean off of the screen by Henry. McLean, ball tipped, knocked loose, goes out of bounds. Turnover on the Bulldogs. And inbounds comes to Wagner. Wagner across the timeline, knocked out of bounds by Jenkins. So it's going to be Buchanan to trigger the ball inbounds, side midcourt. Buchanan looking, backcourt to Sanders. Sanders across the timeline. Sanders picked up by Piper. Goes down the corner, Wagner back up top. Knocked out of bounds by Piper, and it's going to be Huskies basketball right in front of the bench. So it's going to be Sanders to trigger the ball inbounds. Now Sanders comes in. Shot up, blocked by Jenkins. Gets a rebound, puts it back up. No good, and it's going to be Campbell. Walked with the basketball, got away with it. Brought it back up top to Sanders to reset. Third attempt for the Huskies on this trip. It's going to be Wagner to the hole. Wagner shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Jenkins. Jenkins up ahead, Henry. Henry for three. Shot no good. Henry gets a rebound. Back up top, McLean, three. Top of the circle. Shot hits the top of the court above the backboard, and it is going to be Huskies basketball. 27-21. 5:54 to go, third period. Sanders looking. Sanders comes in to Bailey. Bailey up ahead, Wagner. Wagner with the breakaway. Wagner trying to get it over to Campbell. Turnover, Huskies. Wagner should have went up with that one. She had a layup. Sloppy play here in the third quarter for both teams. So it's going to be McLean across the timeline, picked up by Wagner. Waiting on the play to be set. Berry off of the dribble. Berry all the way down. Shot up and in by Taylor Berry. Tough shot. 29-21. Berry with her fifth point. Sanders with the basketball. 5:18 to go, third period. It's going to be Sanders, hands it off to Wagner. Wagner trying to get it to Buchanan. Ball tip, stolen by Piper. Good defense by McLean. Piper all the way down, up off the glass. Good by Piper. McLean knocks the ball loose. Piper comes away with it. And easy bucket on the other end. Sanders going to be picked up by Jenkins, 31-21. Sanders going to take Jenkins one-on-one up off the glass. Good, Sanders. 31-23. Bulldogs still in front. 4:30 to go. Bulldogs coming right at me. So it's McLean off of the screen. Henry, 15-footer at the foul line. No good. Rebound, Wagner. Wagner gets it over to Bailey. Bailey back to Wagner. Wagner with a head of steam. Wagner kicks it corner. Buchanan for three. Shot in and out, no good. Over the back on Bailey, no good. She went over McLean's back to get the rebound. And then McLean picks up the foul, her second. Bailey shot up and in. (31-24) your score. Bulldogs in front. Shot no good. Rebound Wagner. Jump basketball, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. I don't know how Wagner got in there, but she got a hand on it and tied it up. But the Bulldogs are going to come away with it. It's going to be Maddie McLean across the timeline, picked up by Wagner. McLean all the way down. Up top, Henry, no good. Rebound, Henry. Henry puts it on the floor. Henry all the way down. Blocking foul. And the foul is going to be on Bailey, so Henry to the line to shoot a couple. Henry at the line. Coach Buchanan trying to talk to the official. North Green fans not happy. Henry shot, no good. Remember what I touched on earlier about hitting your foul shot. Henry back at the line. 3:48 to go, third period. Shot in and out, no good. And it's going to be Huskies basketball back the other way. It's going to be Sanders. Across the timeline, gives it off Wagner. Wagner to Bailey. Back up top, Campbell. Inside it goes Bailey. Foul going to be called on Piper, her second. Nichols Riley in for Henry. Three, wide open corner, Sanders, no good. Rebound, Bailey. Bailey trapped down low, trying to get the ball out. Brings it back up top to Sanders. Sanders to, couldn't see the number, Buchanan. Yes, Buchanan knocks down a three. Back to a 4-point game, 31-27 Bulldogs. McLean got her man beat to the hole, up with a shot, fouled. We have got to start knocking down these foul shots. Madison McLean, shot, good. Maddie with 8 in the game. Back at the line, shot, good. 33-27, 2:58 to go, third period. Ball comes in, Wagner. Wagner back to Sanders. Sanders, long pass up ahead to Campbell. Back to Sanders. Sanders to the hole. Picks up her dribble. Gets it to Bailey. Bailey goes baseline. Bailey shot up, no good. Rebound, Jenkins. Jenkins back the other way. Jenkins looking. Screen by Nichols. McLean up top. And Coach Carpenter calling 14. And that must be a popular number because that's what Buchanan called his offensive set. It's Barry back to McLean. McLean screened by Jenkins. Up top, McLean double screen. Nichols, no good. Turnover, McLean. Tried to hit Barry back door. It wasn't there. So it's going to be Sanders over to Campbell. Backdoor Buchanan. Shot blocked by Piper. It's going to be her third. I didn't see a whole lot there, but what gets you aggravated is the official called it from half court underneath the goal, and you got an official right underneath the goal didn't call it. So Buchanan at the line, shot up and in. Piper out, Henry back in for the Bulldogs. Piper picking up her third. Buchanan makes it a 4-point game. 33-29. Back the other way we go. And Coach Brandon Carpenter says, give me a timeout with the score. 33-29, Bulldogs in front. Back right after this 60-second break.
If you're dependent on medical supplies or help with mobility to get you through each day, then you need to come to Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment understands your daily trials and tribulations better than anyone, and they're here to help and serve each of their customers as they have over 30 years. At Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, you're not just a number, you're part of our family. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, a name you can trust, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 547-0060. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, think Rainbow Realty and Auction. Rainbow Realty and Auction will keep you informed on the status of your property on the market, and you'll benefit from the personalized attention provided by the brother-sister team of Dale Williams and Judy Veneman. Rainbow Realty specializes in residential, acreage, and commercial property and also provides auction service. Visit the Rainbow Realty and Auction website at rainbowrealtytn.com or call 547-2800.
Back here at North Green High School, the Husky Den as they call it, and it's going to be Sanders inbounds Bailey. Right back to Sanders. Sanders all the way down to the hole, shot up, no good. Rebound tip, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Sanders had a good look at a layup there, just missed it. Good defense by Barry, just putting a little pressure on her. So McLean across the timeline, double screen up top. Henry on the left, Barry on the right, hands it off Nichols. Nichols around the top. Nichols off both screens, nothing there, gives it up Barry. Back up top Henry, 4-3, shot no good. And it's going to be Huskies basketball. Campbell to Sanders. The Bulldogs is kind of, hate to say it, Sanders crossover to the hole, kicks it right corner Bailey. Bailey puts it on the floor up top Buchanan. Buchanan to the hole, going to be fouled. They called it on the floor. But the Bulldogs has got away from their press. They've got it more into a half-court game. Everything's fallen into the way Coach Buchanan wants to play. The Bulldogs need to turn up the tempo. So it's going to be Buchanan inbounds Bailey. Bailey, ball comes out up top. Sanders somehow saves it from going back court. 41 seconds, 33-29. And Wagner 4-3, shot no good. McLean, rebound, pull it out unless you got a layup. 30 seconds. Screen by Nichols. 24. No ref is counting. 18. And it's going to be McLean behind the back dribble. McLean up top, Barry. Barry to the hole. Barry, a little runner in the lane. No good. Took the shot too early. No foul. Sanders from half court. Shot no good. And the score at the end of 3 quarters of play is the Bulldogs 33 and the Huskies 29. Back right after this 60-second break.
Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. You'll be covered for the mowing season this year if you take advantage of 0% financing with approved credit on Gravely and Spartan zero-turn mowers at Doe River Auto Sales, 19E Bypass, Elizabethton. And now's the best time of year to get your mowing chores covered with a Gravely or Spartan mower, which can also cover your boats and campers with metal carports, garages, boat covers, and camper covers. When it comes to sheds, if you can dream it, Doe River Auto can build it. Doe River Auto Sales, 19E Bypass, Elizabethton, across from Arby's.
Back here at the Husky Den, we've got 1 quarter of play. Bulldogs up 33-29. It's going to be Huskies basketball to start the fourth and final period. Comes inbound Sanders. Going to be picked up by Jenkins. Sanders up top. Gets it over to Wagner. Wagner goes baseline, cut off by Berry. Wagner, 3. Shot, no good. Rebound, Henry gets it up ahead to Jenkins. Jenkins across the timeline. Foul by Wagner, no call. Gets it to Henry. Henry puts it on the floor, fouled. And let's see, I believe they called it on the floor. Let's see. Shooting 2. The officials wasn't together on that one. The official down here was saying it was on the floor. So we'll go with Henry going to the line. Henry. One of 5 from the line is what I've got her with, but I'll check with my statistician. Checking in is Mercy Buchanan. Out is Bailey for the Huskies. Henry's shot, good. Ball comes inbounds. Wagner tries to throw it around Jenkins. Kicks it out of bounds. And it's going to be Sanders to trigger the ball inbounds. Comes in to Campbell. Campbell across the timeline. Going to be picked up by Berry. Hands it off Wagner's got the lane. Wagner with the runner in the lane. Shot no good. Henry rebounds. Henry. Don't force it. Don't force it. And no good with the shot is Henry. Rebound, Buchanan. Ball's loose on the floor. It's a scramble for the basketball. It's going to be a jump basketball, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Well, Coach Carpenter hollering Utah. Let's see what the play is. Comes in, bounds McLean with the basketball up top. Calling for the screen by Henry. Goes left wing, Jenkins. Get it inside to Henry there. Henry kicks it outside Jenkins for 3. Shot no good. Rebound, foul going to be called on Buchanan. So it's going to be 4th team foul, and it's going to be Piper to trigger the ball inbounds. Comes in, McLean fakes the 3, puts it on the floor, brings it back outside Piper. Kicks it outside Jenkins. Jenkins to the hole, little runner. Shot good by Jenkins. 36-29 your score. Bulldogs in front. Comes inbounds Wagner. Wagner trapped, nowhere to go. Wagner, turnover, and it is Jenkins up off the glass. No good. Jenkins gets her rebound, up with the shot, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Coach Buchanan really upset with the call. Ball comes inbounds. Jenkins, ball stolen. Back the other way. fouled, and it's going to put Buchanan going to the line to shoot a couple. Buchanan, 2 of 2 from the line. Now this is Mercy Buchanan. She's 2 of 2. Make it 36-30. Jenkins out. Riley Nichols in for the Bulldogs. Buchanan back at the line. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Piper gets it over to McLean. Back the other way. McLean goes baseline. Cut off by Sanders. McLean. Screen by Berry. McLean all the way down. Shot up off the glass. Good by Maddie McLean. 38-30. 5:57 to go. A lot of balls still yet to play. Sanders picked up by Henry. Sanders hands it off Wagner. Wagner around the top. Wagner to the hole. Shot up. No good. Foul on the floor. But I still think it might be, I believe that's the 17th foul. No, 6th. So it's going to be Buchanan to trigger the ball inbounds. Comes inbounds Wagner. Wagner with the turnaround in the lane. Good. Wagner. 38-32. 5:32 to go. McLean off of the screen. McLean down. Hands it off Berry. Berry pressured by Campbell. Berry up top. Berry had Nichols back door. Berry for 3. Ball hit the top of the backboard again, so it's going to be Huskies basketball. All these people carrying this food through here is making me hungry. And you've got Sanders inbounds Wagner. Back to Sanders. Sanders, long pass up ahead, Buchanan. Buchanan to the hole. Oh, my goodness. Blocking foul. Jenkins standing there taking the punishment. So that's going to put Buchanan back at the line. That's where North Green wants to get you, is to the line. So the Huskies, Buchanan, back at the line. She is 3 of 3 from the line tonight. Shot no good. Buchanan back at the line for her second one. Shot good. 38-33 your score. Piper across the timeline. Piper off of the screen by Henry. Henry knocked to the floor, no call. Jenkins, shot, no good. Rebound, Wagner. Wagner, pressured backcourt, gives it up to Sanders. Up ahead it goes to Buchanan, back to Campbell. Campbell into the front court. Campbell to Wagner. She's trapped on the wing, goes baseline. Inside it goes Sanders, back outside Campbell. Buchanan thought about the 3, backs it out. Hands it off Sanders. 4:30 to go, 38-33. Sanders going to take Jenkins one-on-one to the hole. Shot no good. Wagner rebound up and in. Wagner. And Coach Buchanan says, give me a timeout with the score. 38-35 Bulldogs with 4:24 to go in the contest. Back right after this 60-second break.
Carter County School Board members: Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter, support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
Custom Muffler and Brake is your full-service auto repair shop, providing any mechanical work your vehicle needs, whether it's major or minor. Bring your vehicle into Custom Muffler and Brake and have your charging system checked to prevent being stuck out in the cold. Also get your vehicle's fluids checked for winter weather. If you need an engine or transmission, Custom Muffler and Brake is your authorized Jasper engine and transmission installer. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. Custom Muffler and Brake.
Out of the timeout, the Huskies have cut it to a one-possession game, 38-35, 4:22 to go. And it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. McLean across the timeline. This is McLean down low. Jenkins shot up, no good, and foul going to be on Buchanan. Jenkins will go to the line to shoot a couple. Foul on Mercy Buchanan. Jenkins shot, good. Bailey checking in for Mercy Buchanan. Jenkins back at the line. The chance to extend the lead. Shot, good. It's going to be Sanders to trigger the ball inbound. Sanders trying to throw it up to the middle of the floor, but Jenkins knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Sanders, inbounds Campbell. Campbell back to Sanders. Long pass up ahead, tipped by McLean. Cross to Bailey, up off the glass, good by the Huskies. Henry back the other way. Henry up ahead to Piper, back to McLean. 40-37, 3:52 to go. McLean off of the screen up top. McLean hands it to Jenkins. Jenkins cut off by Sanders. Hands it to Piper. Piper with the basketball. Piper trying to penetrate. Cut off by Buchanan. It's going to be McLean. Deep three, left side, no good. Rebound, Campbell. Campbell throws the ball out of bounds. Oh, he missed that one. Nobody touched it. It's going to be Huskies basketball. The Huskies getting a break there. Ball comes inbound. Sanders stolen by Berry. Berry to the hole. Shot up off the glass. Good by Berry. 42-37, 3:18 to go. Bailey, cross court. Sanders got to hustle back. Bailey, shot blocked by Henry. Shout out to Marie and Robbie Blevins. Big Dave McQueen always tuning in and listening to me down in Black Bottom. Bart Matheson. And, of course, No-Show Jones. And it's going to be Buchanan. Wagner broke one way. Buchanan threw it the opposite. Turnover, Huskies. 3:10 to go. And Coach Brandon Carpenter says, give me a timeout with the score. 42-37. Bulldogs back right after we take this 30-second break.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with a Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Back here at the Husky Den, and the Bulldogs trying to hold on and get out of here with a win, up 42-37, 3:10 to go in the contest. And it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Henry to trigger the ball inbounds to McLean. McLean across the timeline. Gets it to Berry. Looks at Henry back door, nothing there. Back to McLean. Henry pops out. Henry thought about the three, puts it on the floor. Henry got to get rid of it to McLean. McLean, turnover. It's going to be Sanders across the timeline. 2:40 to go with a chance to cut it to a one-point game. or one possession game. Let me rephrase that. Buchanan thought about the three, gives it back off Sanders. Sanders got the lane. Sanders all the way down. Sanders up off the glass, no good. Wagner with the shot, and foul's going to be on Jenkins. So Wagner will go to the line to shoot a couple for the Huskies. 2:22 to go in the ball game. Wagner, from my numbers, has not missed a foul shot. Shot up, good. Wagner back at the line. Good. 42-39. McLean into the front court. McLean off of the screen, gives it up Jenkins. Back up top, Henry. Henry with a three from the top of the circle. Good by Henry. 35-49. Wagner pressured back court, gets it over to Sanders. Sanders, long pass up ahead, Buchanan, baseline. Buchanan, shot blocked by Berry, loose on the floor. Piper, ball's knocked away from behind, and it's going to be Sanders back the other way. Up ahead, Bailey to Wagner. Wagner goes baseline, shot up off the glass, good. Foul going to be on McLean. And Wagner back at the line with a chance to cut it to a one-possession game again. 1:44 to go in the contest. Wagner shot good. And the Huskies cut it to a one-possession game. Piper with the basketball, screened by Henry. Offensive foul on Henry. Brandon Carpenter not happy with that. So it's going to be Huskies basketball with a chance to cut it to one or tie the game with a three. Sanders looking. Sanders inbounds Bailey. Bailey, Sanders, runner, lane, no good. Rebound, Henry. Hands it off to McLean. 1:26 to go. Long pass up ahead, Jenkins. Jenkins looks at Henry cutting through. Jenkins brings it back to the top, picked up by Sanders. Huskies have one foul to give. Kicks it right wing. McLean up top, Henry. Henry. Here comes the double team. You got to get rid of it. Henry to the hole. Henry, shot up off the glass. Good by Macy Henry, 47-42. Bailey to Buchanan. Long pass up ahead, Campbell, baseline. And Piper with the steal. Up ahead, Henry. Henry across the timeline. Henry to Jenkins. Fouled by Sanders. Jenkins to go to the line. Nope, a 16 foul. One more to go. So it's going to be Henry to trigger the ball inbounds. Comes inbounds McLean. Here comes the double team. McLean dribbles right past him. McLean all the way down. Kicks it Berry on the box. Back up top McLean. McLean to the hole. Fouled by Wagner. McLean will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. McLean shot good. McLean shot no good on the second one. Rebound Huskies. Sanders across the timeline. Sanders all the way down. Kicks it right wing. Buchanan for three. And Buchanan knocks down a big bucket for the Huskies to cut it to 48-45 with 19 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs in front. Back right after this 30-second break.
It's a proven fact that a college degree improves your job prospects and earnings potential. At Northeast State Community College, they offer a selection of 135 career-boosting programs and many sources of financial aid. There's also flexible scheduling in nearby locations. You have goals. Northeast State has options. Apply today and let's work to jumpstart your potential. For details, call 323-3191 or visit northeaststate.edu/admissions. Northeast State, we're here to get you there.
Let me set the stage for you. It's 48-45, Bulldogs in front. 19 seconds to go on the clock. Bulldogs basketball. The Huskies will be pressing full court. Fouls will be 1 and 1 on the Huskies if they foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul for the Bulldogs on the other hand. So it's going to be Jenkins to trigger the ball inbounds. And Piper to trigger the ball inbounds. Comes the screen. Comes inbounds. Jenkins to McLean. Over to Piper. Piper in a hurry. Piper back to McLean. McLean in a hurry. Fouled by Wagner. .48, 45, 12 ticks on the clock. McLean at the line needs the first one. The first one's the one you got to have to make it a 2-possession game. McLean's shot, good. That might have sealed the deal. McLean's second one, good. And Coach Brandon Carpenter says, give me a timeout with 12 seconds on the clock. 50-45, Bulldogs in front. And Coach Brandon Carpenter says, I'm just going to keep it here. There's not enough time here. It's just a 30. And right now he's saying, for one, don't foul. 2, pressure the ball, make them use 3 or 4 seconds to get across the half-court line. And find Buchanan. So she's going to be somewhere spotted up in one of the corners. So it's going to be Huskies basketball. And the horn is sounded. Here they come. And the Bulldogs, I'm anxious to see if they're going to pressure. They're going to pressure, it looks like, just a little bit past half court. Not quite full court. Now he's bringing Barry on up. You got Piper at half court. And comes inbound Sanders. Sanders across the timeline. Sanders all the way across Wagner. Shot blocked by Piper. Fouled by Wagner. And that is going to be your ball game. 3.8 left on the clock. Piper coming to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 with 3.8 on the clock. They ran the exact same play they ran a minute ago, except they used Buchanan as a decoy and put Wagner in the corner. And Piper at the line. Shot. Good. Piper back at the line. 51-45 Bulldogs. Shot no good. Rebound Bailey. And it's Sanders from three-quarter court. No good. And your final score is going to be 51 for your Bulldogs, 45 for the Huskies. Bulldogs remain undefeated at 16-0. And what a big win, a statement win on the road to come away with a big win here at North Green. And that is a tough place to come and do that. So we're going to send it back to the station. And right after we take this 3-minute break, we'll have some stats and numbers from the game. Back right after this 3-minute break.
Get deep discounts on a huge selection of homes in stock right now during the Stir It Up sale at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass. Yes, indeed, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is stirring it up to start the new year with this big sale featuring huge discounts on homes in stock. Stop in just as soon as you can and see Team 811 for home features and prices, and also ask about financing available with approved credit. It's a sale you don't want to miss. The Stir It Up sale going on for a limited time at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass. Get $2 off the 6-pack and a pound at Taco John's Elizabethton. Taco John's is also continuing the $19 price on the new family pack and a pound, featuring 2 meat and potato burritos, 4 soft shell tacos, and a whole pound of potato oles right on into the new year. And remember, it comes in an easy-to-carry box. Also get a meat and potato breakfast burrito for $2.99 for a limited time, starting at 7 a.m. weekdays and Saturdays, or on Sundays starting at 8 a.m. at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore, Elizabethton. If you're dependent on medical supplies or help with mobility to get you through each day, then you need to come to Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment understands your daily trials and tribulations better than anyone, and they're here to help and serve each of their customers as they have over 30 years. At Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, you're not just a number, you're part of our family. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, a name you can trust, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 547-0060. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, think Rainbow Realty and Auction. Rainbow Realty and Auction will keep you informed on the status of your property on the market, and you'll benefit from the personalized attention provided by the brother-sister team of Dale Williams and Judy Veneman. Rainbow Realty specializes in residential, acreage, and commercial property, and also provides auction service. Visit the Rainbow Realty and Auction website at rainbowrealtytn.com or call 547-2800. Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. You'll be covered for the mowing season this year if you take advantage of 0% financing with approved credit on Gravely and Spartan zero-turn mowers at Doe River Auto Sales, 980 Bypass, Elizabethton. And now's the best time of year to get your mowing chores covered with a Gravely or Spartan mower, which can also cover your boats and campers with metal carports, garages, boat covers, and camper covers. When it comes to sheds, if you can dream it, Doe River Auto can build it. Doe River Auto Sales, 980 Bypass, Elizabethton, across from Arby's.
For the Lady Bulldogs, come down here, pull out a big win over the Huskies, 51-45. At the end of one, it was 16-5 Bulldogs. At the half, 24-19. And at the end of three, 33-29. And the Bulldogs finally come out on top, 51-45. Let's go with the home team, the North Green Huskies. They had a total of 28 rebounds. They had 19 turnovers. The Bulldogs had 18 points off of the 19 turnovers. They shot 12 of 42 for 37% inside the three-point line. They were 11 of 19, 68% from the charity stripe. 3 of 12 for 33% behind the three-point line was the Huskies. Zoe Sanders had 7 for the Huskies to go along with Gracie Buchanan with 9 and Wagner with 17, Bailey with 8, and Mercy Buchanan with 3. And for the Bulldogs, they were 25 total rebounds, so the Huskies out-rebounded them, especially in the second half, by 3. And then they had 13 turnovers, and North Green got 12 points off of those turnovers. They were 10 of 34 inside the three-point line, 11 of 20 from the foul line. I touched on that and stressed on that early on, that when you're on the road, you've got to hit your foul shots. So I'm sure Coach Carpenter will have a discussion with them. You ain't going to win many games 50% from the line on the road. 6 of 16 behind the three-point line was the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs scoring looked real well. It was kind of equaled out between the 5 starters, with Piper with 6, Madison McLean with 12, and Macy Henry with 15, Lindsey Jenkins with 9, and Barry with 7. So you couldn't ask much more for a coach. And off of the bench with 2 was Nichols. Nichols gave him some big minutes tonight with a couple of the girls getting in foul trouble. And sit down here beside me, I didn't even realize he was even here. He's probably making fun of my stats, saying I got them wrong. But Coach Brandon Carpenter here with me. And, Coach, jumped out big, up 16-5 at the end of one. Got a little laxy-daisy. So kind of break it down for me.
You know, anytime you come to Baileyson, it's a tough game. It's a tough game. It's a hard place to win. And I thought we definitely didn't play our best ball game tonight, but the girls found a way to pull it out there. I'm a little disappointed in our free throw shooting. You know, we got some pretty good free throw shooters on this team, and for whatever reason tonight they just weren't falling. But you know, they kept their head on, and it was a tight game, and you know, I'm proud of the way they finished it off.
Yeah, they could have very easily caved in, and you take this team a year ago on the road like this. You told me earlier we got beat on our last second shot here last year. And, you know, the senior leadership with McLean and Jenkins, the older girls in Barry, Henry, and Piper coming in as a sophomore, but you also got Nichols in there. I thought they handled it pretty well.
I do too. You know, in all honesty, we probably played a better game down here last year. But you know, we hung in there tonight and made some shots, and hats off to North Green. You know, they played well. You know, they really defended us well, and they kind of whipped us on the boards, to be honest. So we got plenty to work on, that's for sure.
Well, you know, you came into the game averaging right around 64, 65 points a game. You're in the top 10 in the state. And I said before we went on the air that Coach Buchanan wants this game to stay in the 40s, and he wants it to low 40s. And everything was kind of playing into their hand. You know, out of the gate, we come out hot. But then I got worried when it started. I started looking at the score clock, and it was going to look, okay, it's going to be a 44, 42 game, something like that.
Yeah, you know, I actually told Coach Chambers, you know, that Coach Buchanan's going to want to keep this thing around the 40 points, and if they do that, they're going to have a chance to win. And I felt like that our chances, the higher score in the game, the better our chances would be. But honestly, this is good for our team because we've won some games kind of going away, and we've not really been in a whole lot of close games where you have to really execute. And I thought that, you know, the South Green games and this North Green game, we executed in the fourth quarter and did what you have to win to beat good ball clubs.
Well, you know, that's what, you know, experience does. You know, this team has battled so much from their freshman year all the way up. These girls have been ups and downs, but they're pretty solid this year, pretty equal across the board. And I like the way the scoring's looking. You know, you ain't got that one dominant person.
Yeah, you know, I was actually talking to some of the coaches, and they were asking, you know, who would you key on if you were playing us? And I don't even know that, you know, because we have 4 or 5 kids who can really score the basket on basketball on the right night. So we like to be able to spread that out, and it kind of makes it hard for other teams to defend. And one thing I would like to see is a little more intensity on the defensive, on our full court pressure defensively, but we'll work on that in practice and see if we can't get that straightened out.
Well, it was definitely a big road win for you all. You got to sneak a couple road wins in, you know. If you can do that, take care of yourself on your home court, you know, you're going to be in good shape come tournament time.
Yeah, that's our goal. You know, we want to try and protect our home court, get the ones you can on the road. This is a tough league. You know, nobody's going to come to North Green and win easy in a conference game. You know,
sort of like going to South Green.
It's a tough place to play. They're well coached. There's a lot of tradition. You know, these kids have been to the state tournament, you know, 2 or 3 years in a row. So this is a tough place to play, and I am proud of our kids for getting a win, even if it wasn't our maybe playing our best ball tonight.
You know, I think they've been in the state tournament, Brandon, 3 of the last 4 years, and that was with 4 of the players on the floor that was out there that started tonight. Now, some of them got minutes at the state tournament, like Sanders and Wagner and Buchanan once in a while. But, you know, like you said, you was playing a quality team, great coach. Buchanan's always got a good game plan. So, big win on the road. So, I appreciate you coming up, giving me a few minutes, and hopefully we can move on and get the next one.
Well, we appreciate you, Roger. You do a great job, and we appreciate WBEJ covering for our fans at home. And It's a good night to get a win, and I hope our boys can do the same.
It's going to be a tough one. It ain't going to be no cakewalk. So
it sure is.
We're going to send it back to the station for a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be back to start breaking down the boys' game right after this.
Carter County School Board members: Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter. Support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Custom Muffler and Brake is your full-service auto repair shop, providing any mechanical work your vehicle needs, whether it's major or minor. Bring your vehicle into Custom Muffler and Brake and have your charging system checked to prevent being stuck out in the cold. Also get your vehicle's fluids checked for winter weather. If you need an engine or transmission, Custom Muffler and Brake is your authorized Jasper engine and transmission installer. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. Custom Muffler and Brake. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
It's a proven fact that a college degree improves your job prospects and earnings potential. At Northeast State Community College, they offer a selection of 135 career-boosting programs and many sources of financial aid. There's also flexible scheduling in nearby locations. You have goals. Northeast State has options. Apply today and let's work to jumpstart your potential. For details, call 323-3191 or visit northeaststate.edu/admissions. Northeast State, we're here to get you there.
Back here at North Green High School, the Lady Dogs pulled off a big one, 51-45 over the Huskies to remain undefeated on the season at 16-0. Now we got the boys coming up. The Huskies, coached by Sam Carlson, come in at 13-6 and tied at the top of the conference, going up against the Bulldogs, 2-0 in the conference, 12-5 overall. Comes in with a 4th state ranking and in the top 10 in scoring in the state, averaging 73 points a game. And North Green's players off of the court with still 2 minutes on the clock before the game starts. So don't know what the deal is there. Bulldogs still out there shooting, warming up. The Bulldogs will come in tonight and they'll be led by Caden Buckles and Hayden Campbell. The duo, Buckles and Campbell, had 57 between them last game. What'd she say? Halftime. And back here, somebody was asking me a question, so I got a little sidetracked, but the Bulldogs, like I said, come in, coached by Ned Smith, Wayne Humphreys, Mike Matheson, and Wesley Murray. And the Huskies are coached by Sam Tarleton and assisted by his dad, Ryan Tarleton. And Bulldogs going to the bench, so we are ready to tip this one off. The Bulldogs are going to be in the Carolina Blues with the dark blue numbers, just like the ladies, trimmed in white. The Huskies, all white, green numbers trimmed in white. And they are clearing the clock off. The music is turned down, and here's my sheet I was looking for. Sam Tarleton is the head coach, assistant coach Arnold Loftus, Avery Weems, and Kurt Glover for the Huskies. Starting lineups being announced for the Bulldogs is Dylan Trivet, go along with Michael Hanspaul, both juniors. Caden Buckles, the go-to guy, senior, and Chance Point to go along with Hayden Campbell, 6'5" junior, post player. Huge game he had against University High, especially in the second half the other night against University High. And it's going to be number 3 for the Huskies starting Lawson Davenport to go along with number 11, Luca May, and number 1, Sam English, and number 12, Bennett McLean. So we got another McLean out here on the floor tonight to go along with number 24, Jason Britton. Their go-to comes into the game averaging 29 points a game. Just a junior, scored over 1,400 points in his high school career. And he's going to be jumping against Campbell. So it's going to be Bulldogs going away from me, the Huskies coming at me in the first half. And the ball tipped. Campbell, backcourt. Hands foul. Across the timeline. Going to be picked up by English. It looks like a little, let's see here. I got to figure out what they're in here. It looks like they're in a box and one. Buckles with the basketball. Cross to hands foul. Trivet, 3, corner. Trivet knocked to the floor, no call. And it's going to be Huskies basketball. Bulldogs pressure in full court. Ball comes in, Britton. It's going to be picked up by Trivet. Britton pressured, gets it over to English. Ball almost stolen from May. It's going to be Britton for 3. Shot no good. Rebound, Trivet. Gets it out, Buckles. Buckles, this is where he's dangerous. Buckles kicks it to Hanspal for 3. Shot no good. Rebound, English for the Huskies. Gets it over to May. May up ahead to Davenport. Shot no good. Buckles rebound back the other way. Buckles in a hurry. Pull up. Buckles 15-footer. Good. Caden Buckles. 2-0 your score. Ball comes in, bounds Britton. Britton pressured, gives it up to English. English up ahead to McLean. Shot no good. Campbell rebounds. Hanspal to Point for 3. Shot no good. Hanspal rebound. Hanspal should have went up with it. Walked with the basketball. Turnover. If Hanspal would have went up with the shot, he'd have probably got the foul. English inbounds to May. Back to Britton. Britton in a hurry. Britton, little runner in the lane. Good. Jason Britton. 2-2 your score. 6:25 to go. First period. Hanspal gives it up Trivet. Over to Hanspal to Campbell. Campbell, cross court. Trivet. Campbell puts the ball on the floor. 15-footer. Campbell, no good. That's not his shot. He was under a lot of pressure. Britton picked up by Point. Up ahead to English. Back to Britton. English into the front court. Gets it over to May. It's going to be a 3 taken right wing by Davenport. 5-2 your score. Hanspal. Going to work off a double screen. Hanspal penetrates, pulls it out. Back up top, Point. Point. Ball is going to be stolen by English. English up with a shot, no good. Buckles rebound. Buckles in a hurry. Buckles pull up, 15-footer, good. Caden Buckles. And Coach Sam Charleston says, give me a timeout. Score 5-4. Huskies in front. 5:19 to go. First period back right after this 30-second break.
Get deep discounts on a huge selection of homes in stock right now during the Stir It Up sale at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass. Yes, indeed, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is stirring it up to start the new year with this big sale featuring huge discounts on homes in stock. Stop in just as soon as you can and see Team 811 for home features and prices, and also ask about financing available with approved credit. It's a sale you don't want to miss. The Stir It Up sale going on for a limited time at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass.
It's going to be Huskies basketball up 5-4, first period. English inbounds to number 44, checking into the game. Ball tipped, almost stolen. Saved by Davenport off of his hand. And as I said 44, I'm looking the length of the floor. It's 24 for the Huskies, but that's Britton. I thought it said 4-4. So it's Hanspaul with the basketball picked up by English. Trivet with the basketball. They are straight up boxing one on Buckles. Buckles tries to penetrate. Three, top of the circle. Shot no good. Rebound is going to be Britton. Gives it up English. English pressured backcourt. Gets it to Luca May. May down in the corner to Davenport. Back to Britton. Three, right wing, good. Jason Britton. Britton coming to the game averaging 29 a game. Buckles for the Bulldogs averaging 28. Left side, Hanspaul. Thought about the shot. Puts it down, kicks it to Point. Point back to Trivet. 3-second call on Carrico for the Bulldogs. English out, May out. Checking in for the Huskies, number 32. I do not have a 32, so I don't know who that is. Britton with the basketball to English. Cross court, shot, right wing, three taken, no good. Rebound, Trivet. Shot, Carrico off the glass, good for the Bulldogs. Shot on the other end I looked down to put my score in the box column, and McLean already scored for the Huskies on the other end. 10-6, Huskies in front. Point to Hanspaul. Hanspaul off of the dribble, back to Point. Point, back up top. Hanspaul, back to Point. Carrico, baseline, back up top, Hanspaul. Little runner, no good. Rebound, ripped down by McLean into the front court. Britton, deep three by Britton, no good. Rebound, Buckles. Buckles better watch behind him. Ball knocked away, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Campbell and number 22 for the Bulldogs checking in. Point. Out is Trivet and Hanspaul. Tyler Britton, Jason's little brother, he's in the game now for the Huskies. Carrico at the foul line, kicks it. Point, back up top is Lyons. Lyons puts it on the floor, gets it Campbell baseline. Turnaround 10-footer by Campbell, good. 10-8, Huskies in front. And double dribble. That's going to be Lance Carrico, double dribble. And that's number 32. I was trying to find his name. It's going to be Buckles up top. Gives it up. Point to Carrico. Turnaround 15-footer by Gino Carrico. 10-10 your score. English, back court, pressured. English, got to get it across. Charleston might have to take a timeout. Britton pressured. English across the timeline. Back to May. May hits McLean, cutting back door. Tries to get it to Britton. Loses control. Out of bounds. Turnover, Huskies. So it's going to be Buckles to line. Cross court Point. Looks at Campbell baseline. Back up top is Line. Back out to Point. Line, Levi up top. Goes Point corner. No shot. Brings it back to the top. Gives it up Buckles. Buckles back to Point. Good defense by the Huskies. Inside it goes Carrico. Offensive foul on Carrico. 10-10 your score. McLean out for the Huskies. Line out for the Bulldogs. Hanspaw back in. Checking in for the Huskies, number 20. Vault. So it's going to be Britton. Pressured back court to English. Up ahead, May. Ball tipped from behind by Point. Campbell coming away with it. Cross court, Hanspaw. Hanspaw back to Buckles. Buckles penetrates, kicks it back up top. Foul line, Carrico. Carrico back to Point. Point penetrates, walks with the basketball. Turnover, Bulldogs. They run the boxing one, and it's really working well on the Bulldogs. Britton, pressured back court. Up ahead, May to English. English puts it on the floor. Goes to Malone. Malone brings it back up top. Malone loses control, regains. Goes to May. May hands it to Britton. Britton, guarded by Point, gets it to Vault. Back to Britton. Britton baseline. Hits a cutting English off the glass. Good. 12-10 Huskies. 24 seconds to go in the first period. Buckles with the basketball. Buckles, 2 of 2 from the floor. Cross court, Point, 14. Back to Hanspaw, 4-3. Shot good by Hanspaw. 5 seconds. 4. Ball knocked loose from behind. Up off the glass, shot no good by Vault. And your score at the end of 1 quarter of play is the Bulldogs 13, Huskies 12. Back right after this 60-second break.
To phone in your next order to the Ridgewood, be sure you dial 538-7543. 538-7543 is the correct phone number to enable you to order the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities. Try the Ridgewood's barbecue platter featuring Ridgewood's exclusive barbecue sauce with fries, coleslaw, and rolls. It's enough to feed 2 people for 1 low price. The Ridgewood is open every day except Sundays and major holidays on Old Highway 980 at Bluff City. The Ridgewood barbecue, still worth bypassing all the others for.
Elizabethan Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay available, it's easy to pay with just a few clicks of the mouse. Go to the City of Elizabethan webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay online or paperless bill online pay. You can still mail in your payment or stop by one of the traditional locations to pay in person. For automated pay by phone, call 1-877-336-8403.
Back here at North Green High School, the first game of the night, the Lady Dogs won 51-45 over the Huskies. And here at the end of the first quarter of play, 13-12. Bulldogs up by 1. It's going to be Huskies basketball to start the second period. And it's going to be English handing off Britton. And we're going to get a foul call. Coach Smith wanting a walking call. It's going to be Britton to trigger the ball inbounds. Britton inbounds to English. English picked up by Hanspaw. Hands it off Britton. Up top is McLean to May. And around the top is Davenport back to English. Britton thought he was going to take the 3, put it on the floor, gives it up English. And it's going to be Britton inside, shot up off the glass, good. Britton puts the Huskies back in front, 14-13. It's going to be Buckles to Hanspaw. Hanspaw try to get it to Point, turnover. McLean coming away with it. Up ahead to Davenport. Shot up, no good. Trivet rebound. Foul going to be on Davenport for the Huskies. So it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Point, trigger the ball inbounds to Trivet. Trivet across the timeline. Trivet to Buckles. Still in a box and one by the Huskies. Campbell back up top. Ball stolen by Davenport. Stolen back by Trivet. Trivet all the way down. Gets it over to Point. Shot up. Fouled by May. Point to the line to shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. 6:45 to go. Second period. Bulldogs on top. Down 1, 14-13. Coach Smith calling Buckles and hands Paul over. Point at the line. Shot no good. They don't want to fall into that ladies' habit of shooting these foul shots bad. So it's going to be Point back at the line. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Trivet. Trivet to hands Paul. 3, right wing shot, no good. Point with the offensive, that was Buckles with the putback. No, Point with the putback. Let me get it right. Shot up, foul. McLean will go to the line to shoot a couple. Foul's going to be on Buckles. McLean at the line to shoot a couple. McLean shot up and in. Checking back in the game is Lance Carrico. Out is May. Shot up, good by McLean. 16-15, Huskies up 1. Trivet off of the double screen. Penetrates, goes hands Paul. Hands Paul, back up top. Point, 4-3, shot no good. Rebound, Britton. Britton across the timeline, gets it to Carrico, over to Davenport. Davenport around the top. Davenport looks at English back door, nothing there, brings it back up top May. Britton to the hole. Britton fouled. I believe they got Campbell. Davenport out, Malone back in for the Huskies. So it's going to be Britton to trigger the ball inbound. It's going to be Malone to English, right corner. English puts it on the floor, goes back door. Ball stolen by Buckles. Gets it out in front, Trivet. Trivet up off the glass, good. Dylan Trivet puts the Bulldogs back in front, 17-16. Britton trapped back court. Britton, nowhere to go. Coach Sam Tarleton taking a timeout to save the turnover with the Bulldogs on top, 17-16, 5:31 to go. First half, back right after this 30-second break.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Back here at the Husky Den, the Huskies having to use another timeout to save the turnover. Trapped in the backcourt was Britton. Bulldogs on top, 17-16, 5:31 to go. Second period, Britton trapped again. Gets it out of there to Malone. Malone trying to get across the timeline, does. Malone picked up by checking in the game, Brody Hicks. Hicks. English to Britton. Britton tries to go baseline, cut off by Trivet. Back up top. A 15-footer taken by Carrico, no good. Buckles rebound. Buckles in the front court, goes to Hicks, pops it back out, hands Paul to Trivet. Trivet up top, back to the top of the circle, picked up by English. Malone on Buckles now. Walk with the basketball is Trevitt needing a break. Checking in the game is Levi. No, rephrase that. Point. These kids, they're getting as bad as the girls with this bushy hair. You can't hardly tell them apart. Point and Levi would be brothers, twins from behind. So it's going to be Carrico to English. Long pass up ahead. Malone fouled by Buckles. That's going to be 2 on Buckles. Big gamble by Coach Smith, keeping Buckles in the game, but he's telling him to be smart. So it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. English up top, Carrico. Carrico to Britton. Offensive foul on May. Or Carrico, I'm sorry. 17-16, Bulldogs in front. Ball comes inbound, hands foul, left side of the floor. Boxing one, still on Buckles. Hands foul. Up top, Point. Down the corner, Brody Hicks, 15-footer, no good. And knocked out of bounds. What we got? Foul's going to be on Hicks. Checking back in is Luca May. Out is McLean for the Huskies. So it's going to be English inbounds Britton. Britton into the front court. Gives it up English. English splits the defenders. Backs it back out. Picked up by Point. English to Britton. Britton to Malone. Malone back to Britton. Britton to the hole. Britton fouled by Point. That will put Britton at the line. Britton with 7 points here in the first half. Coming into the game averaging 29 a game. (17-16) Bulldogs. 3:50 left in the first half. Trying to get some sweat up off the floor. Referees getting a little extra work in. Lady Dogs won earlier, 51-45 over the Huskies to remain undefeated on the season at 16-0. So Britton to the line to shoot a couple. Shot good by Britton. Hayden Campbell checking in for Hicks. Shot no good, rebound Point. Back the other way. Hands foul up top. Hands foul. Right wing Point. Tried to go baseline. Cut off by Britton. Up top, Buckles. Buckles. Trying to penetrate. Nowhere to go. Goes hands foul baseline. Tries to get it to Campbell. Ball kicked. And it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Until the fans got rowdy, they never called it. Coach Sam Tarleton with a big smile on his face knew he almost got one give to him. Comes in, bounds Carrico, hands foul to Buckles. Campbell, baseline. Campbell, cross court, hands foul. Goes baseline, throws it away. Turnover, Bulldogs. So it's going to be Britton with the basketball, picked up by Point. Cross court it goes May, back to Britton. almost stolen by a point. And it's going to be point, trapping Britton, and it's going to be Malone to the hole. Malone cut off by Carrico. English with the basketball. Britton, one-on-one with point. Britton penetrates, kicks it outside English. English, ball tipped right into Malone's hands, and Malone with the easiest bucket he'll have for tonight. 19-17, Huskies in front. Hanspall up top. Hanspall crossover, kicks it right wing, point. Carrico baseline. Carrico back outside. Hanspall for three. Shot good by Hanspall. His second three of the night puts the Bulldogs back in front, 20-19. Britton, ball tipped, almost stolen. Malone comes down with it. And it's going to be May, backdoor English, shot blocked. English, shot blocked again. English hollering at the refs. And it's going to be Buckles into the front court with the easy bucket. 22-19. Britton picked up by a point. Across the timeline, gives it up to Carrico for the Huskies. Backdoor is May up off the glass. Shot good. May. 22-21. About what we expected coming in. Both games would be good. One hands foul to Buckles. Tries to go baseline. Campbell knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay Bulldogs basketball. McLean checking in for English. And it's going to be Buckles to trigger the ball inbounds. Buckles, nope. Trivet is getting Buckles out of the game. Smart decision by Coach Smith. Ball comes in, Carrico. Over to Trivet. Trivet should have went up with a shot. Trivet, Campbell up off the glass. Good. Campbell. 24-21. Malone trying to get the ball inbound. Going to be fouled by a point. That's going to put Britton at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Vault checking in for Carrico for the Huskies. Britton going to the line, 1 of 2. Going to be Britton. Shot good. Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 32, Tough Robinson, is going to get point out. Robinson, a freshman. 24-22, make it 24-23. Bulldogs still in front. It's going to be Robinson with the basketball across the timeline. Robinson, 53 seconds. Robinson over to Trivet. Inside Carrico, puts it on the floor. Trivet goes baseline. Back to Carrico. Shot up good by Carrico. Back in the front court. It's going to be foul on Trivet. Going to put Britton back at the line. English back in, ball out for the Huskies. 34 seconds to go before the half. Bulldogs up 26-23. Britton front end of a 1-and-1. Good. Britton back at the line. Buckles checking back in for Trivet. Shot no good. Campbell rebound. Gets it out to Robinson. Robinson across the timeline. Gives it up. Hanspall. 26 seconds. Bulldogs up 2. Comes a double team. Robinson gets rid of it. Goes back door. Campbell walks with the basketball. All he had to do is go straight up. Ball comes in. Britton crossed the timeline, picked up by Hanspaul. Gives it off English. Ball loose on the floor, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. And the Bulldogs will have a chance to get the last shot of the game, 26-24. Hanspaul to Buckles. Buckles beats the first defender. Buckles penetrates, gives it outside Hanspaul for three. Hanspaul knocks down his third three of the first half, and that makes the score 29-24 Bulldogs at the half, back right after we take this 3-minute break.
Your exclusive and authorized Case Knives dealer is Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321, Hampton. Hampton Pharmacy's Case Knife selection features large knives, gift and collectible knives, folding knives, hunting knives with cases, pocket knives, and even Case Knife gift sets. Also buy Case gift lighters and look over all 5 Case Knife displays and the Case shirt and cap case, too. You'll find over 400 unique Case products at Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321, Hampton, across from the elementary school. Your authorized Case Knife dealer.
Keith Bowers Auto Sales, General Sessions Judge Keith Bowers Jr. and Attorney at Law Josh Harden are proud to help sponsor high school athletics. These sponsors realize that sports of all kinds are a big part of school and community. Take every opportunity to attend a game and enjoy sports with your family and friends. Keith Bowers Auto Sales, General Sessions Judge Keith Bowers Jr. and Attorney at Law Josh Harden support our local sports teams.
Get $2 off the 6-pack and a pound at Taco John's Elizabethton. Taco John's is also continuing the $19 price on the new family pack and a pound, featuring 2 meat and potato burritos, 4 soft shell tacos, and a whole pound of potato oles right on into the new year. And remember, it comes in an easy-to-carry box. Also get a meat and potato breakfast burrito for $2.99 for a limited time, starting at 7 a.m. weekdays and Saturdays, or on Sundays starting at 8 a.m. at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore, Elizabethton. If you're dependent on medical supplies or help with mobility to get you through each day, then you need to come to Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment understands your daily trials and tribulations better than anyone, and they're here to help and serve each of their customers as they have over 30 years. At Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, you're not just a number, you're part of our family. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, a name you can trust, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 547-0060. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, think Rainbow Realty and Auction. Rainbow Realty and Auction will keep you informed on the status of your property on the market, and you'll benefit from the personalized attention provided by the brother-sister team of Dale Williams and Judy Veneman. Rainbow Realty specializes in residential, acreage, and commercial property, and also provides auction service. Visit the Rainbow Realty and Auction website at rainbowrealtytn.com or call 547-2800. Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. You'll be covered for the mowing season this year if you take advantage of 0% financing with approved credit on Gravely and Spartan zero-turn mowers at Doe River Auto Sales, 19E Bypass, Elizabethton. And now's the best time of year to get your mowing chores covered with a Gravely or Spartan mower, which can also cover your boats and campers with metal carports, garages, boat covers, and camper covers. When it comes to sheds, if you can dream it, Doe River Auto can build it. Doe River Auto Sales, 19E Bypass, Elizabethton, across from Arby's.
Back here at North Green High School, and the Bulldogs in front, 29-24 here at the half. And the numbers at the first half went a little bit like this. The Huskies with 7 rebounds, Bulldogs with 12, 9 turnovers for the Bulldogs. Very uncharacteristic of the Bulldogs to turn it over that many times. The Huskies 6 of 15, 40% inside the three-point line. The Bulldogs 10 of 14, shooting a blistering 71% inside the three-point line. 3 of 8 behind the three-point line is the Bulldogs. 2 of 5 for 40% is the Huskies. Sam English with 2 points in the first half for the Huskies. Go along with May with 2, McLean with 4, Britton with 11, Davenport with 3, and Malone with 2. For the Bulldogs is Trivett with 2, Michael Hansball with 3 big threes in the first half for Coach Smith with 9 points, Buckles with 6, Point with 2, Hayden Campbell with 4, and Gino Carrico off of the bench with 6. And here at the half, the score is 29-24. Bulldogs in front. Earlier tonight, the Lady Dogs won 51-45. I had Coach Carpenter up at the half. He was talking about the good experience that this would be for the younger girls. And I've got Hannah Smith here with me. Hannah, a freshman at Hampton, and she dresses on the varsity. But Hannah, what do you think about the ladies' game tonight?
I thought it was a really good game. I thought it was a really good game. I thought the girls played really hard, and they really needed this win up here.
Well, it's been a long time since the Bulldogs come down here in North Green and won. The North Green has got a tradition in basketball. They've been to the state tournament 3 of the last 4 years, so it's something for the Bulldogs program to build on.
Yes, I think it is.
And, you know, you've got a good freshman class. I've watched your all's JV play. Y'all are very talented, very good ball team. And, you know, we're only losing a couple seniors off this team, so we've got a chance to build a tradition like that at Hampton.
Yes, it's a good growing program right now, and I think that we might come down here and do it again.
Well, you still have to take care of Cloudland at Cloudland. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, that'll be a real tough game for the girls, and I just think that they got to play hard.
And I'd say you know Matt Birchfield pretty good, don't you?
Yeah.
Him and your daddy's good friends, and Matt's always a good quality basketball team when you go to play them.
Yeah, it is. It's a big competition.
Well, I appreciate you coming up and talking with me a little bit. I always give your, what do you call your Mama? You call her Mama?
Mammy.
Mammy?
Yeah.
Your Mammy and Robbie's always listening,
yeah.
And when they're not at the games, and I always give them a shout out. I keep them on my little cheat sheet here. So I'm sure they're tuning in tonight, but I appreciate you coming up and talking with me for a few minutes, but we're going to send it back to the station. And with the score 29-24, Bulldogs in front, back right after this 3-minute break.
Carter County School Board members: Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools Dr. Brandon Carpenter. Support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
Custom Muffler and Brake is your full-service auto repair shop, providing any mechanical work your vehicle needs, whether it's major or minor. Bring your vehicle into Custom Muffler and Brake and have your charging system checked to prevent being stuck out in the cold. Also get your vehicle's fluids checked for winter weather. If you need an engine or transmission, Custom Muffler and Brake is your authorized Jasper engine and transmission installer. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. Custom Muffler and Brake. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
It's a proven fact that a college degree improves your job prospects and earnings potential. At Northeast State Community College, they offer a selection of 135 career-boosting programs and many sources of financial aid. There's also flexible scheduling in nearby locations. You have goals. Northeast State has options. Apply today and let's work to jumpstart your potential. For details, call 323-3191 or visit northeaststate.edu/admissions. Northeast State, we're here to get you there. Get deep discounts on a huge selection of homes in stock right now during the Stir It Up sale at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E Bypass. Yes, indeed, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is stirring it up to start the new year with this big sale featuring huge discounts on homes in stock. Stop in just as soon as you can and see Team 811 for home features and prices, and also ask about financing available with approved credit. It's a sale you don't want to miss. The Stir It Up sale going on for a limited time at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E Bypass. Get $2 off the 6-pack and a pound at Taco John's Elizabethton. Taco John's is also continuing the $19 price on the new family pack and a pound featuring 2 meat and potato burritos, 4 soft shell tacos, and a whole pound of potato oles right on into the new year. And remember, it comes in an easy-to-carry box. Also get a meat and potato breakfast burrito for $2.99 for a limited time, starting at 7 a.m. weekdays and Saturdays, or on Sundays starting at 8 a.m. at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore, Elizabethton.
And we are ready to start the second half here. Both teams on the floor. They're clearing the clock off. Bulldogs up 29-24 at the break. Bulldogs is up 13-12 after 1 quarter of play. And it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. I like what Ned's done here. He's tuck and put Trivet at point, put Handsfall on one wing, Buckles on the other, even though they're running the box and one on Buckles. And it's going to be Trivet. Down in the corner, Handsfall, thought about another 3, kicks it outside Trivet, inside Campbell. Campbell with the foul, and let's see if they called it on the floor. Let's see what they did here. They counted the bucket, so Campbell will be shooting 1. Big shot for Campbell. Shot up, no good. Rebound. Going to be Luca May up ahead. Britton with the basketball. Double teamed by Buckles and Trivet. Goes down low. McLean back to Britton. Britton baseline. Around Campbell. Shot blocked. Battle for, and it's going to be jump basketball, and it's going to be Huskies basketball. Campbell with a big-time block right there on Britton. Then battled for the rebound and ended up being a jump ball. Comes in Luca May. Davenport, Britton breaking through to English in the corner for 3. Shot good by English. 31-27. Trivet into the front court. Want to go left wing point. Screen by Campbell. Back to Trivet. Inside it goes Campbell. Campbell puts it on the floor. Gets a slashing point to the bucket for an easy bucket. Great pass by Campbell. Good eyes. English with the basketball, kicks it left. Luca May, ball's tipped, stolen by Point. Point up off the glass, good chance Point, and Coach Sam Tarleton for the Huskies says, give me a timeout. With the Bulldogs in front, 35-27, 6:49 to go, third period. Back right after this 60-second break.
If you're dependent on medical supplies or help with mobility to get you through each day, then you need to come to Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment understands your daily trials and tribulations better than anyone, and they're here to help and serve each of their customers as they have over 30 years. At Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, you're not just a number, you're part of our family. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, a name you can trust, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 547-0060. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, think Rainbow Realty and Auction. Rainbow Realty and Auction will keep you informed on the status of your property on the market, and you'll benefit from the personalized attention provided by the brother-sister team of Dale Williams and Judy Veneman. Rainbow Realty specializes in residential, acreage, and commercial property and also provides auction service. Visit the Rainbow Realty and Auction website at rainbowrealtytn.com or call 547-2800.
Out of the timeout, Coach Tarleton trying to save a run by the Bulldogs. It's going to be Huskies basketball. Bulldogs straight up man, full court. Ball comes in, Luca May, picked up by Campbell. And it's going to be up ahead, McLean. Ball is loose on the floor. Who comes up with it? Campbell. Hayden with a big play for the Bulldogs. Up top, Handsfall, wide open 3. Shot good by Handsfall. His 4th 3 of the game. And it's going to be English inbounds to Britton, double team. Britton over to English. English across the timeline. English pressured by Point. And it's going to be handoff to Britton, to McLean, and it's going to be Davenport to Malone or McLean for 2 inside, 38-29. Bulldogs in front. I was trying to see what the whistle was, but I think Point might have turned his ankle, I think. So checking into the game is Levi Line. So it's going to be Line to trigger the ball inbounds. Trivet across the timeline over to Line. Trivet inside Campbell, back up top Line for 3. Shot in and out. Buckles up with the shot. Fouled. Buckles will go to the line to shoot a couple. So Buckles on the night with only 6 points, came into the game averaging 28, but they have smothered him tonight with a chance to extend the Bulldog lead. Shot up, Buckles, no good. Very unusual for Buckles. As John Hostfall used to say, he'll make this one. He cannot miss 2 in a row, John would say. Shot up, good. Britton inbounds Davenport. Picked up by Line. I'm going to take a picture of Levi Line and Chance Point and see how much they look alike. It's hard to tell. Down low, Malone, shot blocked by Campbell. Campbell playing a great game tonight. Up ahead, Buckles. Buckles up off the glass. Good. Caden Buckles. 41-29, Bulldogs. Davenport picked up by Buckles, across the timeline. Buckles playing with 2 fouls. Gives it up English. English picked up by Line. Goes left wing, May. Britton baseline. And Britton tries to go back door. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Trivet. So it's going to remain Huskies basketball. And it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. Britton up top, McLean. Around to Carrico, checked in. English off of the screen. Gets it back to Britton. Britton goes baseline. Pull up jumper, no good. Rebound, garbage, McLean. And May. They are going to get Line with a foul. Boxing out, Ned Smith saying over the back. First team foul on the Bulldogs. English looking, comes in, Britton baseline, little runner, good. Trivet across the timeline. Goes right wing, Line. Back to Trivet, down in the corner, hands Paul, 4-3, shot, no good. Foul's going to be on Trivet. Second team foul on Trivet. It's going to be English up ahead to Carrico, down in the corner, Malone. Malone off of the screen, gives it off Britton. Britton around the top, hands it off McLean to English. Carrico at the foul line. Foul back to Britton. Britton 4-3. Shot good. Jason Britton. He's starting to heat it up. 41-34. Bulldogs still in front. 3:56 to go. Third period. Trivet. Inside Campbell. Turnaround hook. Campbell. Foul going to be on Trivet. That'll be his third. Point checking back in. Trivet out. Campbell out. Carrico in for the Bulldogs. And it's going to be English inbounds Britton. Britton pressured. Back over to English. Midcourt. Carrico throws it away. It's going to be Buckles with the basketball. 43-34, 3:28 to go, third period. Buckles penetrates, kicks it right wing line. Back up top, Buckles with the basketball. Screen by Carrico. Buckles, hands Paul for 3. Shot, no good. English rebounds. English in a hurry. English all the way down. Shot up off the glass. Good. English. 43-36. Hands Paul with the basketball. Cross court. Point. Line for 3, shot no good. Rebound, Britton. Stolen by Hanspaul. Over to Buckles. Shot up off the glass. Blocking foul. Bucket good. Will he count it? So Buckles knocks the shot down. He'll go to the line to shoot 1. Hustle play by Hanspaul. Made the play happen. Buckles shot good. It's going to be Britton. Gives it up English. English in a hurry. Ball stolen by Buckles. Buckles in a hurry. Buckles all the way down. Pull up 15. Good by Buckles. Stopped on a dime. Carrico to English. English in a hurry. Ball off of Carrico, out of bounds, and it's going to stay Huskies basketball up 48-36, 2:24 to go, third period. It's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds, comes into McLean. McLean, baseline, shot up, good, McLean. 48-38. Buckles up top with the basketball. Picked up by Malone. The North Green fans really in an uproar. I don't know what over. I didn't see it. Anyway, Point gives it to Trivet. Trivet back to Point. Off of the screen. Trivet fakes the 3, goes Hanspaul. Hanspaul back to Trivet. Trivet fakes the 3, goes great pass down low to Point. Could not knock the shot down. Foul's going to be on Buckles, his third. Trivet made a great pass down low to Point. Point just couldn't make the shot. English with the basketball. English tries to get it to Carrico, almost stolen. English regains control. Really hammered by Hanspaul. And it's going to be 5-second count. It took everybody in the gym to get the call. Hanspaul really just, English couldn't get away from him. Big time play by Hanspaul right there. 48-38, 1:17 to go, third period. And it's going to be Bulldogs in front. Can he do it again? No. Buckles with a pull-up 15-footer. And it's going to be May out in front to Britton. Britton all the way down. Britton pull-up 15-footer. Good by Jason Britton. Buckles, Hanspaul. Hanspaul, 48 seconds. Hanspaul to Point. Point, back to Hanspaul, 38. Back to Point. Hanspaul to Carrico, back to Hanspaul. 26, here comes the trap. You got to get rid of it. Point, right wing. Carrico, back to Point. Hanspaul, thought about the 3. All the way down, kicks it back out. Point, 4-3 shot, good by Chance Point. Almost stolen by Carrico. got a sub coming in. Hicks in for Buckles. Officials trying to get together, make up their mind which way it's going. 6.7. Ball comes inbounds. Britton, he won't give it up. He's going to take the last shot. Britton, 20-footer, no good. And it's going to be your Bulldogs in front, 51-40 at the end of 3 quarters of play, back right after this 60-second break.
Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
You'll be covered for the mowing season this year if you take advantage of 0% financing with approved credit on Gravely and Spartan zero-turn mowers at Doe River Auto Sales, 980 Bypass, Elizabethton. And now's the best time of year to get your mowing chores covered with a Gravely or Spartan mower, which can also cover your boats and campers with metal carports, garages, boat covers, and camper covers. When it comes to sheds, if you can dream it, Doe River Auto can build it. Doe River Auto Sales, 980 Bypass, Elizabethton, across from Arby's.
Start the fourth and final period. The Bulldogs up 51-40. It's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Can the Bulldogs hold on and pull out another big win tonight down here at the Husky Den? It's going to be Trivet. Corner, handball. Inside Campbell. Walked. Yes, he did. So it's going to be Huskies basketball. Campbell, one too many steps. Ball comes inbounds. Britton gets it over to English. English in a hurry. English picked up by Trivet. English has got to get rid of it. Walk with the basketball is May. Back-to-back walks, one for each team to start the fourth and final period. It's going to be Trivet up top. Trivet around English, goes hands foul corner. Campbell back up top. Trivet 4-3. Shot no good over the back on Campbell, and May goes to the floor. So it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. Carrico in for May for the Huskies. English inbounds Britton. Up ahead Carrico. Carrico across the timeline. Carrico hands it off Britton. Britton to the hole. Shot blocked. Out in front, hands foul. And hands foul. That'll be the fifth team foul on the Huskies. Just about could have called that intentional. So it's going to be Buckles. Trigger the ball inbounds. Comes inbounds. Davenport. Buckles turn around in the lane. Off the glass. No good. Rebound Trivet. Up top, hands foul. Hands it off Trivet. Reset the play. Point. Thought about the three. Gets it inside Campbell. 2 point. Pass too strong. Buckles saves it. Goes point baseline. And it's going to be hands foul 4-3. Shot no good. Buckles rebound. Up and in. Caden Buckles. Going to be Malone, pressured back court, gives it up to English, up ahead to Carrico. Carrico back to English. English to the hole. Up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Buckles. Buckles out in front, Hanspaul. Up off the glass, good. Michael Hanspaul. And Sam Carlson says, give me a timeout with the score, 55-40. 6:10 to go in the fourth period. Bulldogs in front. Back right after we take this 60-second break.
Carter County School Board members: Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter. Support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
Custom Muffler and Brake is your full-service auto repair shop, providing any mechanical work your vehicle needs, whether it's major or minor. Bring your vehicle into Custom Muffler and Brake and have your charging system checked to prevent being stuck out in the cold. Also get your vehicle's fluids checked for winter weather. If you need an engine or transmission, Custom Muffler and Brake is your authorized Jasper engine and transmission installer. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. Custom Muffler and Brake.
Back here at the Husky Den down in North Green High School, and it's going to be the Huskies trying to stop another Bulldog run. Bulldogs up 55-40. English into the front court. English, Malone, baseline. Malone, little runner, no good. Over the back, no call. Carrico pushed in the back. It's going to be Britton inside, going to be fouled. That's going to put Britton at the line. Shoot a 1-on-1. I do believe. Let's see here. They're giving him two shots. Ned Smith trying to say, hey, he was falling backwards. He couldn't have been shooting. You know, a lot of people complain on the officials, but I wouldn't be one. It's a very tough job. When you blow the whistle, you're 50% wrong. Somebody's going to be upset. So it's going to be Britton going to the line to shoot a couple with a chance to cut into the Bulldog lead. Shot up, good. Britton's next one, good. Britton with 18 points in the contest so far. Buckles. What's Buckles got? 16 for Buckles. Buckles with the basketball up top. Goes right wing. Buckles penetrates, fouled, walk. Buckles holding his ankle a little bit. They called a walk. Buckles clobbered as he went to the goal. Buckles grabbing his ankle a little bit. You can see him grimacing on his face a little bit. Britton to Malone. Ball tipped. Out in front, Buckles all the way down. Shot up off the glass. No good. So Buckles going to the line. (55-42), Bulldogs in front. Shot good by Buckles. Buckles knocks down the second one. 57-42. It's going to be McLean try to go back door to Britton, stolen by Points. Chance Points played a great game tonight so far for the Bulldogs. They've really played good as a team tonight. Buckles around the top. Buckles to Point. Oh, he had Carrico back door. Point decides to take the shot. No good. Stolen by Hanspaul. Hanspaul inside Carrico. Off the glass. Good. And Carrico will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. The Bulldogs just out hustling, out playing. And Coach Sam Tarleton says, give me another timeout with the score 59-42. Bulldogs in front. Back right after we take this 60-second break.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
It's a proven fact that a college degree improves your job prospects and earnings potential. At Northeast State Community College, they offer a selection of 135 career-boosting programs and many sources of financial aid. There's also flexible scheduling in nearby locations. You have goals. Northeast State has options. Apply today and let's work to jumpstart your potential. For details, call 323-3191 or visit northeaststate.edu/admissions. Northeast State, we're here to get you there.
49-42. Bulldogs in front. Carrico going to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. 4:49 to go on the clock. And a caller just called into the station, wanted us to pass along that I-26 is extremely slick in Johnson City, so be careful in your travels and stay safe. Don't try to be in no hurry. Carrico at the line. Shot, little long, no good. Britton, rebound. Britton exploded from the floor. It's going to be Malone up ahead to Vault. Vault tries to hit Davenport back door. Turnover. Bulldogs up 17 on the Huskies. Hands fall. Up ahead, Buckles. Buckles to Trivet, to Point. Buckles for three. Bingo, as they say. And the Bulldogs has opened this up to a 20-point game, 62-42. And it's going to be English. Inbounds Britton. Britton into the front court, Davenport. Back to Britton. Britton goes baseline. Britton. Shot, no good, fouled, and Britton will go to the line to shoot a couple. Fourth foul on Buckles. Britton knocks the shot down. Checking in number 5, number 10 for the Huskies. Number 5 is Franklin, Brady Franklin. Go along with Tyler Britton, freshman. Britton shot, no good. Rebound, Carrico. Carrico puts it on the floor, gets it back to Point. Up ahead, Trivet. Over to Hanspaul. Cross court, Point. Point to the hole. Blocking foul. Let's see if the officials are together. Yes. So Point will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Huskies. Point shot, no good. He needs to slow down a little bit. He rushed that. Point back at the line. Much better. Knocks it down. Stolen. Hands fall. Buckles. Turn around in the lane. Good. Buckles. And Coach Sam Tarleton clearing his bench. Foul's going to be on Point. Five new ones coming in for the Bulldogs. And 4 new ones for the Huskies, 4 new ones for the Bulldogs. You got to keep one more out there, Coach. You ain't got quite enough subs. He kept Carrico on the court, everybody else out. So it's going to be English at the line. Shot good. Shot no good. Rebound going to be Vault. Loses control. Goes out of bounds off of Robinson for the Bulldogs. In for the Bulldogs is Ty McElhay to go along with Tuff Robinson, Gino Carrico, Levi Line, and Brody Hicks. So some of the other Bulldogs getting some big minutes tonight. Might pay off dividends down the road. Ball comes in bounds to Stansfield. Stansfield back up top. Kicks it cross court to, having trouble seeing these numbers, number 4. Shot knocked down by, who was the shot made by? Collins. Hicks, shot up, fouled. Hicks will go to the line to shoot a couple for the Bulldogs. 65-47 your score. All Bulldogs second half. Hicks shot, no good. Hicks knocks down the second one. Ball's inbounds, comes to Britton. Kicks across court to Franklin. Franklin back to Britton. Kicks it down left wing to Britton. Tyler Britton knocks down a big 3 from the top of the circle. Shoots it like his brother. It's going to be Levi Line around the top. Gets it to Hicks. Hicks back to Robinson. Robinson penetrates, pull up, 15-footer, in and out, no good. Rebound, McElhay. McElhay again. Off McElhay's foot, out of bounds, and it's going to be Huskies basketball. Inbounds comes to Franklin. Franklin pressured back court, gets it over to Britton. Britton thought about taking another shot. Kicks it back up top. Franklin for 3, shot in and out. Rebound, Robinson. Robinson, long pass up ahead. Line dribbles through. 1:50 to go. Bulldogs up 66-50. It's going to be Lines to McElhay. McElhay, cross court, Hicks. Screen by Carrico. Hicks pops it back up top, Robinson. It's going to be Robinson pressured. .120. Robinson to McElhay. McElhay back up top, Robinson. Looking inside. Robinson penetrates, kicks it to Carrico off his hands, out of bounds. Great pass by Robinson. Carrico couldn't hold on to it. It's going to be Collins to Britton. Deep 3 right wing, shot taken by Britton, no good, and it's going to be Carrico rebound. walk with the basketball. No, they just called a timeout just to get 2 more subs in. Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 30, Jaden Mays. And can't see the number 23, Bryce Fagan. Fagan with the screen. Robinson inside Fagan, up off the glass, no good. And it's going to be Nave with the turnaround. Nave puts 2 on the board for the Bulldogs. It's going to be English. Loses control, goes out of bounds. Nave, Jaden Nave. Up off the glass, good is Jordan Bailey. And he'll go to the line to shoot 1, foul. Nave shot up, no good. McElhay rebounds. Robinson to the hole. Offensive foul on Robinson. Tyler Britton to trigger the ball inbounds. Britton inbounds to Franklin, 4 seconds. And that's going to be the end of the ball game with the score. Bulldogs 68, Huskies 52. Bulldogs sweep the Huskies earlier tonight. The Lady Dogs won 51-45. Nightcap 68-52 Bulldogs. Back with some stats and numbers right after we take this 3-minute break.
Get deep discounts on a huge selection of homes in stock right now during the Stir It Up sale at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass. Yes, indeed, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is stirring it up to start the new year with this big sale featuring huge discounts on homes in stock. Stop in just as soon as you can and see Team 811 for home features and prices, and also ask about financing available with approved credit. It's a sale you don't want to miss. The Stir It Up sale going on for a limited time at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass. To phone in your next order to the Ridgewood, be sure you dial 538-7543. 538-7543 is the correct phone number to enable you to order the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities. Try the Ridgewood's barbecue platter featuring Ridgewood's exclusive barbecue sauce with fries, coleslaw, and rolls. It's enough to feed 2 people for one low price. The Ridgewood is open every day except Sundays and major holidays on Old Highway 19E at Bluff City. The Ridgewood barbecue, still worth bypassing all the others for.
Elizabethton Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay available, it's easy to pay with just a few clicks of the mouse. Go to the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay online or paperless bill online pay. You can still mail in your payment or stop by one of the traditional locations to pay in person. For automated pay by phone, call 1-877-336-8403.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Hampton Pharmacy is still the small community drugstore people still love to shop, located on Highway 321 in Hampton. Lanny Peters is Hampton Pharmacy's owner and registered pharmacist who invites you to bring in your prescription for quality medicine with fast service. Hampton Pharmacy accepts all major credit cards and Medicare Part D and is always available for consultation and counseling. Plus provides computer printouts for tax filing. Shop the excellent selection of case knives at Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321 Hampton, an authorized case knife dealer.
Keith Bowers Auto Sales, General Sessions Judge Keith Bowers Jr. and Attorney at Law Josh Harden are proud to help sponsor high school athletics. These sponsors realize that sports of all kinds are a big part of school and community. Take every opportunity to attend a game and enjoy sports with your family and friends. Keith Bowers Auto Sales, General Sessions Judge Keith Bowers Jr. and Attorney at Law Josh Harden support our local sports teams.
Back here at North Green High School in the finals tonight, 68-52, Bulldogs with a big road win. It's hard to come down here and win against North Green, and the Bulldogs swept tonight. First game of the night, 51-45, Lady Dogs. Second one, 68-52. Numbers of the game, 12 of 31 inside the three-point line for the Huskies, 38%. They were 10 of 14, 71% from the foul line, 6 of 11 behind the three-point line for 54%. Total of 17 rebounds. The big thing that I think Coach Tarleton will work on is 16 turnovers. A lot of turnovers for the Huskies. The Huskies scoring went like this. English with 8, May with 2, McLean with 8. Britton held under his average with 21 points. And yes, I said held under. He's averaging 29 a game. Davenport with 3, Bailey with 3, and Tyler Britton off the bench with 3, and that's the scoring for the Huskies. For the Bulldogs 22 of 35, 62% inside the three-point line, 6 of 13 from the charity stripe, 46%. They were 6 of 17 behind the three-point line. Scoring went like this. Trivett with 2, Hanspaw with another big game for him. He hit 4 threes tonight, 14 points. Buckles held under his average, 23 points, and again, yes, held under his average. He averages 28 a game. Chance Point with 10. Hayden Campbell played a solid game. Now, I know he only had 8 points, but he made some good passes, a lot of big rebounds. And then you had Brody Hicks off the bench with 1, Jaden Nave with 2, and Gino Carrico with 8. And the Bulldogs come out on top tonight in both games, 51-45 in the girls' game, 68-42 in the nightcap in the boys' game, and the Bulldogs will continue on down the track. And some other scores throughout the area. Yanaka beat Chucky Doak tonight in girls' action, 62-57. Daniel Boone over DB, 48-37. Elizabethan over Unicoi big time, 74-36. Hampton, of course, over North Green, 51-45. South Green over Johnson County, 80-29. Tennessee High, 64. Sullivan East 55, Cloudland over University High 66-15. Happy Valley with a big win tonight. Coach Dana Hill and Rick Anderson needed that. 47-41 over West Green, and West Ridge with a big upset tonight over Crockett, 52-47. And that's some of the scores throughout the area. And again, somebody called into the station, I-26, extremely slick through Johnson City. Take your time going home. Be careful. Be safe. And our next game will be at Tennessee High as we bring you Elizabethan and Tennessee High next Tuesday night. Everyone be safe. This is Roger Norris and Barton Edens back at the station saying good night.
You've been listening to a WBEJ Radio Sports presentation. Elizabethan Carter County High School basketball. Brought to you by Carter County School System, Roan Mountain Dental, Citizens Bank, Northeast State Community College, Custom Muffler and Brake, Taco John's, Happy Valley Credit Union, Rainbow Realty and Auction, Birchville's Tire, Smoky Mountain Medical. Also by Hampton Pharmacy, Keith Bowers Auto Sales, Ridgewood Barbecue, Carter County Bank, and Elizabethan Electric Department. Tonight's game produced by Barton Edens. Play-by-play from Roger Norris. Join us again next time for Elizabethan Carter County High School basketball on Better Than Ever Country, WBEJ.